who hasn't joined by now, I believe they can always watch the recorded version all over again. So, once again, good morning, everybody. I want to believe we are all good. I know that there's light situation in some places, but I'm happy, and my testimony is that I'm not in that number anymore. So we'll be
Praise
praying.
God, same here.
Oh, it's John, you too. Okay. We'll be praying for the rest of you who are still in that situation, that you'll be brought out. That's just on the lighter note. So we'll pick up from where we left off yesterday. We already did we already did what's the word now? Content marketing, right? And we had a good grasp of what that entire ecosystem looks like and how the most important part for me, well, I don't think I should make this, but I should say the most important part for me. I want to hear from everybody. We are, well, as my stylist, I want to hear from everybody. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So please, you guys, over to you. Let me hear what I've completed the topic, so I need to be able to gauge what everybody has learned so far. So you just raise your hand and then I'll get calling you guys one after the other. So let me know what the whole content marketing was like for you. And I would like to hear your personal take home. So after this course, I've learned this and this and this. And this is what I'll be doing going forward. So just tell me what you got and what you'll be doing going forward. Oh, now I can use it to do blah, 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 blah. Or now I can now know that, I can use this other style to do this and this and that. So let's go. Hands up. That's how we talk in class. So hands up so that it's a bit organized and can get going. Let's want me to start picking names one after the other. Who's going first? Okay, this is my class. I need to start praying for everybody should speak up without me having to point. I need to start praying that God should give you guys what's it called now? Confidence. Oh, Esther, awesome. Esther, let's go. Where's the Esther that raised her hand? Was it by mistake? Was it mistake hand?
I'm here.
Okay,
Good
we're
morning,
supposed to
sir.
leave the hand up. All right, Esther, please go on.
Oh,
Leave
all
it up
right.
so that I know
Concerning
who has answered. Yes, leave the hands up.
okay.
All right, please go on. Yes, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Concerning the content marketing class, so I learned that content marketing is like a strategic marketing approach that you use to create your content. So further on, I learned that there are different types of content marketing that you can different types of content that you can create. We have blogs, videos, infographics, podcasts, webinars, ebooks, and all sorts. So concerning the content pillars or topics, the different type of contents that we can put out there. We have, for one, we can motivate or inspire, we can educate, we can entertain, we can converse or interact, and we can also convert. That's for convert, like sales and all of that. When you think about contact me in my DM or things like that, for motivate or inspire, that is just like as if you are giving motivational quotes or you are giving inspiration, just like, okay, you can do this, you can do better, and all of that. And also for entertain, that just we can come up with fun games, or we can come up with comics or anything that's entertaining that we can share as content that is relating to our brand or whatever it is we are trying to showcase and all of that. Then for educating, this is just us to like educating people concerning our category. That's our brand category. Let's say, for example, now we are into spices, so we can into spice. For example, let's take ginger. For example, if we are using ginger, we can educate people on the benefits of using ginger and all of that, benefits of having it in their lives and all, in their body and all of that. Then also we also have to inform. We can also inform people concerning maybe updates, tips, and all of that. That's for content pullers. Then for the content calendar, this one is actually very useful because without the content calendar, someone will be very, very disorganized, because at least that was what I was able to get. And I can even see myself as a how will I call it, as a victim of this, of not having a content calendar, because most times I'll just like, I create to-do list most times, but I don't usually like follow it diligently. So with a content calendar, you know, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do at this time. This is all I have to do. I'm not just thinking about it at that moment. I've already arranged it. I've already plot it out and all of that with examples. So it's very easy. This one, as a content calendar, it's very easy for the person to be able to be able to get their work done and post at the accurate time and all of that. Like, not be able to forget. There are some points that we need to align and all of that. So not be able to forget it and all of that. So that's for the content calendar. And there are different ways in which we can source for content. For content, we have Google Explorer. That's you going to on Google to explore for key words, also keywords, and also ideas that people have asked over time. You made a practical example of going to Google and then looking for, coming down to the people also ask question and all of that. People also ask and all of that. So you can pick ideas on what people have asked beforehand, and then we're able to create something concerning. And then you also made an example. You also mentioned Ask Socrates. Which other one again? Google Trends and the likes. Answer Socrates, sorry, and Axa the public. You can also made an example of that. And also there are also social media explore. The social media explore, that's for the search page. You can click on it and then to bring up things that people have asked and all of that. And or maybe using of hashtags or direct messages. This direct message has to do with questions that people have asked you over time and all of that, asking questions. And then the comment section. The comment section, that's questions that people have asked you over time, and then you can decide to like create content concerning it to answer their problem once and for all. And also you can also go to the competitors page. That's so a higher brand, not just any other neighborhood competition, like a big brand that won't even feel it at all. Go to their comment section and look for things that people have asked about, and then you can even reply them in that comment section. But in that case, somebody will not be advertising themselves or anything. You can just simply just give a detailed explanation of what that person is trying to do. Like in that case, someone can actually pull followers from there. So, and then we can also use ChatGPT and other AIs. In fact, they're a good example of for content. ChatGPT can help you do that, especially with the use of the AI PR. In fact, this morning I was trying to create a logo for my personal brand on Canva, and it was giving me headache because the network was slow in my area and all of that. So I just had to go to Meta AI. I listed all the prompts and all of that. ChatGPT gave me a very good prompt. I listed the prompts for ChatGPT. It gave me a very detailed prompt on how to create the logo. Then I copied and pasted it in Meta. Meta brought out a very fantastic logo based on the description ChatGPT gave. So things like that can also help us to create source for content. Then I should think that is all for now. Thank you.
Right, thank you
The
very much.
content distribution strategies and
you did an amazing overview of everything. At least even somebody that has forgotten one or two should remember by now. So that's awesome. Your logo, you can share it with us on the class, so that on the group, on the class group, so that everybody can see and understand that we are making progress. And whoever had an idea of what to do, you can share your prompt and share your logo. So somebody else can pick a cue from there and maybe make it better and all. Do their own and make it better. So that's awesome. Now, for every other person, Esther has already done an overview for us. So Esther has already done an overview for us, right? So we will, for every other person, can either type in the chat box if you can't speak, because I can understand how some of us may not be able to speak, but type in the chat box. Tell me, you don't have to give me an overview. Don't give me an overview. Esther has done that for us already. So just give me your personal take home, right? Your own personal take home. Oh, I didn't even know this before. Now I know this, right? Oh, I think this is awesome for me. I want to take things up from here. So your own personal take home. That's what I want to hear, right? What you understand personally, not the overview of everything. Just what you understand personally. Take it from there. So Who is going next? Next person. John, please go on.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Everybody will speak also. In case you are thinking you won't speak because you didn't raise your hand, I'll speak for you. John, go
Yeah,
on.
good morning. Good everyone. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can, John. Go on.
Okay, my personal take home that I get to learn and I've been trying to implement is the way on which as a digital marketer I can get to source my content ideas that was being taught yesterday. Like it really broadened my knowledge and my horizon because as a digital marketer, you need content. I need content ideas. So my personal take home was what was being taught and on how to source content, apart from using ChatGPT, using other extensions. Also, you can get detailed content whereby when people see, they'll be wow, like wow, how did you go about this? So that's my own personal take home.
Awesome. Thank you very much, John. Who's going next? Esther, you can bring down your hand. Thank you. Who's going next? Okay. Adenike, please go on. After Adenike, Yinka, then Adenike, I'm waiting for you. Then follower.
Okay, good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. I'm not sure of the question, please.
I said I wanted an overview of what you learned, what you got yesterday, not a general overview. Somebody has already given us a detailed general overview of everything that we learned yesterday. So I just want
Okay.
your own personal take home. What is
All
your
right.
personal?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I never know this. I didn't know this before. Now I know it. Or oh, I got this idea from yesterday's class. Blah blah blah. Stuff like that.
Okay. Yes. For me, yes, this class, about content marketing really opened my eyes to so many things. I'll start from the AI PRM extension. This thing, I think, according to what you said, it helps with even if you don't have an idea of what to type that you want, and you just maybe know keywords. It can help you gather your thoughts based on what other people have generated. So I think that one really, I was new to that. Then also for that answer the public, I think I will be using it more because I really like, as I yesterday I started writing out some of the questions I saw from while you were typing cakes. I was doing headwear, so I was trying to see those questions that were popping up right, like from there. I started writing, so it's even will help for my content creation, the tax you gave us. So I think that's what I've opened, or I was opened up so much to from yesterday. Then other sources for content, for exploring ideas. I was able to pick those other platforms you talked about for sourcing for content. Then I would say the tools also that were introduced. So I know some, but like those new ones, amazing. I was able to go through. Then I loved the fact that you shared the content calendar for a particular brand we're working for. It gave me a very broad view of what exactly I should have in mind when trying to create a content. So I think those things stood out for me yesterday. Thank you, sir.
All right, so welcome, Adenike. Can we have James? James, I'm not sure, but let's have James. Made, Mide, are you Made? I need to be clear. Sorry. I know Made. I'm not sure I know Mide. Unless it's the same person. Please let me know. James, please go on. Over to you.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, James.
Yesterday, what I learned yesterday was about the major. This thing is about the calendar, the content calendar on how to um on your social media, maybe on Monday, the motivation and this and all those kind of stuff. So it's really helped me because normally before, the way I used to post on my status, I just post randomly, like post this. And what you even said yesterday, that you said anybody have anybody that has different people that used to post like different this thing on their post. I'm one of them because I used to do that most of the time, and I don't really see too many views because people don't really check my status. So I think that content, that calendar, this thing on how to post, it really enlightened me on how to go about my business and everything. So I would say that's just what I picked, and also all the things that the people have said also with John and this thing, and I also pick also about of this chat. So I would just say that content calendar really helped me a lot. And thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Jane. That's awesome. That's awesome. Can you follow up? Okay, Yewande. Okay, can you
Yes.
follow up? Is it? Please go on.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, before I struggled a lot with developing content, I basically would just look at what competition are doing to generate content. But now I've been provided on how to use ChatGPT well to get like the best results, and also it has really sharpened my mind when it comes to like getting ideas for content, and just to understand the examples that okay, even the basic things like FAQ is also content, and I can like take advantage of that as much as possible. Because like I established when I started this course that okay, I've always worked in the content angle, and it even helped me develop a content for one of my brands yesterday that okay, why don't I first ask a question, then we use a video to answer, since everything is content. So that was what I learned from. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. That's awesome. Usman Siaka. Usman Siaka.
Good point.
Hi.
I wasn't in the class yesterday because I went out. I couldn't meet up, so I couldn't come yesterday.
All right. Sorry about that, but you have a lot of catching up to do. Are you on the group chat?
Yes, I'm there.
By the end of the class, I will share a breakdown or a PDF for on the content explanation, the content topics. So I hope that will help. Please help do a reminder at the end of the class.
All right.
If
All right.
my mind.
Very much, sir. All right.
Well, looking at somebody else. Who was that? Stephanie. That's a new name in my ears. Hello, Stephanie. Mama Stephanie. Left a call. Okay. Agnes. Please let's hear from you. Mide, are you Made? Please, I need you to confirm that for me. Mide, are you Made? I'm confused. Agnes, please, we are waiting for you. Agnes, I am waiting for you. Oluwate Biloba, while we wait for Agnes, please can you go on? Oluwate Biloba.
Well, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Yes, I can.
This is Favor.
Favor. Yes, I think
I could
you
not
actually
make it
can change your. Okay, you told me yesterday.
Yeah, I could not make it yesterday, yeah. Let me change my
Okay.
name. So I could not make it yesterday.
Please remind me to share the small write-up so that you can help us. I really appreciate if you don't miss classes, especially physical ones, since they are not recorded. You can't watch them again.
Okay.
And we can't always go back.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Agnes, please, can we hear from you? Dorcas, please, can you go on while we wait for Agnes? Dorcas, Makinde.
All right. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dorcas.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so one thing that I took from yesterday's class, I learned from yesterday's class, apart from the content topics and the content topics, I learned how to source for content, and I already know how to like make use of AI, but then I didn't know about the AI PRM. So I got to know about that yesterday and how to make use of it. And also I got to also know that I can also source for content from Google Explore. I didn't know about that and how to use it. So and also I can also source for content from social media explore page like Instagram, and like Instagram, which you also showed us yesterday, how we can go on about that. And basically, I think that's all. Okay, yeah, one other thing I learned yesterday was the tools and the platforms that we can use for content. You told us about what's it called? Canva, that we can make use of Canva to create our flyers and design our flyers. And you also showed us how we can go on about that. So currently I just worked on a design on Canva for my task that I was given for the motivation. So basically that's it for now, sir.
Also, Mide, I was not hearing from you, even though I called you like how many times. So that's why I had to call your attention by kicking you out. Please, are you Mide or Made? I need a response. Hello, are you Mide or Made? I need a response. Hello. I'm Increase. Please, over to you.
Hi, good
Thank
morning.
you. Hi.
Yeah, good morning. Okay, regarding content marketing yesterday, I was able to get that content marketing is an approach to distribute valuable content to attract customers. And I was also able to understand some content topics that can be used to attract these customers, like motivation and inspiring content, educative content, informative content, to converse and interact, user generated content to entertain and to convert. That's converting is content that directly promotes your product. I also learned how we can use some of these topics, like creating sharing motivational quotes and pep talks. Then for education, people want to know like what's happening next, and that's very important. If you're able to like give people a form of education, people can rely on you. Then we learned content calendar, which is a schedule of when and what content will be published. Content calendar just helps you to be precise so that you know when to post and you have what to post when it's time to post. Then we also learned about sourcing for content. You showed us how to use Google Explore. That's by searching on Google and then checking the questions below it. And those questions can provide more questions, and you can use all those for content. Social media explore page, hashtags, direct messages, comment section, home feed, and AI. You told us about ChatGPT, Ask the Public, Answer Socrates, AI PRM, which is an extension of Google Chrome that you can use to get that you can use to get prompts. Also, other tools were involved like Grammarly, Trello, Grammarly can be used for improving writing and Trello for organizing content. And I was able to try and apply this. I've not really implemented this, but I thought of an idea of like actually giving back also, like trying to help people that are new to tech. I'm also kind of new to tech, but like trying to help people that are looking for opportunities and people that want to know more about tech. So I opened an Instagram page and I am trying to create uh, I'm trying to create a logo for it. The name I chose Tech Newbie as the name. I'm trying to create a logo, and the kind of content I'll be putting out will be motivational content, educative content. I'll also be giving out information on tech camp and maybe summits that are coming up. I'll try to be creating conversations with people, like engaging people. I'll also make it fun, entertaining, and this will be what I'll show in my assignment that was given in class, creating the content calendar. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Idris. I think we're taking Agnes. Please, are you back now? Called you like how many times?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Good morning. Good
Yes,
morning,
go on. Thank
everyone.
you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Agnes.
Thank you. All right. So, for me, takeaway would be around content pillars and the idea of using Google Explore. That was the first time for me. So I literally had to write that in my notes, and it's something I'm going to apply. So I'm not just, coming up with content from my own. Let it not be that I just like something and I'm putting it out. There's this thing about you getting into the minds of the consumer of your content to understand what the mindset is, those things that they actually want. So it's really best for you to find out what people want and then you offer it to them rather than offering what you like, and expecting that they would like it too. So the idea of the Google Explore just, opened my eyes to the fact that I could actually get into the heads of my consumers, my content consumers, right, or my audience. So the idea of the Explore, going to Google and be like, it's more like frequently asked questions, like what are those questions that people are asking in this space, and how do I now utilize that? And then the fact that I can niche it down to my field is amazing. So I could just go into any aspect I'm trying to work on, in the different aspects of the things I work on, just pick one and put it on there, and then go down to find out the things that people are asking in this regard. So you look at it and find out that thing that relates to maybe something that you already maybe are thinking in your mind, and then using that to now create content. Imagine having that information and putting all you've got, all that information into ChatGPT, and looking at how to edit and make it actually sound original. I think that with that information, imagine that was what was going on in my mind. Imagine the awesome stuff that you can come up with, and then it would be something that people would want and love to engage with. So yesterday, as we're treating, scheduling, content calendar and all that, I already divided my page, the page I was writing in, I divided it into 5 places. So I wrote Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays, because I actually want my content to stop at 5 days. So I already did that. I'm actually looking at it right now. And I already started to look at Mondays would be like information for me. So I'll be giving out information, the do you knows. And that's where I'm going to impute the information I get from the Google Explore that we talked about, to giving more information about stuff. So imagine I'm doing a do you know content for that information for the Monday. So instead of just giving motivation, I get to tell people something that they don't know about my space that will be very eye-opening and catchy. With that information, with the Google Explore, people will be interested, because I know those are the questions that people ask, to be easy for me to just put it out there. Then Tuesday, I told myself that I'm going to put out testimonials. right? So those testimonials now I will collect. So how I get my testimonials, so yesterday after the class, I started working on a Google form. So that Google form, any person that patronizes us or donates or do stuff like that, I would give that Google form to that person and then ask that they kindly help me fill it out. I mean, it is not going to spend more than 2 minutes or so filling it out. So that way I can actually get to understand what they are thinking. And then that way, at the end of that Google form, there is a testimonial aspect where they will talk about how they feel about the product, and then there'll be positives, there'll be negatives. And of course, you're going to want to put the positives first, and then see how to improve on the negatives as well. So that's that. And then Wednesday, I'm going to do a throwback. So that throwback would be, okay, one time when maybe we launched our campaign in a rural in a rural community, working with women in low-income communities. Did I have videos of us doing those things and all that, and that kind of thing. And maybe I can do like a call to action, asking people questions as regards that particular thing that they've watched, something like that. Then Thursday, I'm looking at a giveaway Thursday, and I came up with it from the class. So that giveaway Thursday now, I'm really looking at how to do, not anything fantastic. I'll be giving out data. So as small as we can start with a 2.5 gig. 2.5 gig is 500 naira. So we could do 2.5 gig. If you're up for grabs, engage. So if someone thinks that, it's not a big deal, but if they think that they can always come to my page on Thursdays once a week, to get a 2.5 gig, and it's something that's easy for them to get, I'm sure people will want to let me just grab it and move on, something like that. So Fridays, I'm looking at the storytelling Friday. There's so much about your story that can get people connected to what you're doing. So it's not just about, just like you said yesterday, always putting your prices in people's faces, always selling in people's faces. There are other mild ways of selling. And one of that way is, getting people to connect with you as a person or as a brand. That way, with this storytelling Friday now, I get to tell people why I even do what I do. Why am I even here? And then get people who have, similar connections, connect to what I'm saying and be like, oh, wow, I think I want to be here. It's not for everyone, but those people who can connect, I'm able to bring them in to say, okay, these are, and then that way you're building trust, and trust can lead to so many other things, including the patronage, so, and then Saturday, I mentioned that I'm not going to, post on Saturday. I'm not going to post on Sundays, right? Except but that will just be, I like it. But I'm not going to post any serious things on Saturday. So what I wrote in my book yesterday as the class was going on for Saturday is that I'm going to use Saturday to track engagement. There was a time when you were mentioning the fact that it's good for us to look back and see how to get metrics to track what we are doing. So it's not just about putting it out there, right? And you spoke about vanity metrics, and then even though those ones too are important, so I'm looking at how to track everything, go through my Google Analytics and my social media analytics. Okay, how many clicks did we have? Social media does that already for me. There are times when after a week you've like, this week you posted 30% less this week, so you had 4% less engagement, those kind of things. So on Saturdays, I want to sit down with those information and be like, what were those posts that we made that actually made people to engage? And then we find out what maybe the time we posted, is it the content of the post, that kind of thing. So tracking it is one thing I wrote on Saturday. So even though we're not putting things out there, we are trying to track our engagement to see how we can do better in the next week, and then the idea again for me, I put it down there, is to check and balance my accounts. So that is not part of the class, but on Saturdays I would want to sit down and find out what was the expenditure, what went out.
We will sit down.
What?
I think more like we will sit down and share the income for the week.
Something like that. we'll come back and just do our balance account, balance social media account, balance financial account, balance all those accounts. So that's it. Thank you so much. Let me stop talking here.
All right, that's wholesome and awesome, Agnes. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay, my time is fast spent, but I want to hear from Victor because it's not a familiar name in my head. So, Victor, please let me hear you, just to be sure that you're one of us. Hello, Victor, on your chain.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can, loud and clear.
Yeah, sorry, I missed yesterday's class, so I'm really
so
trying to catch up from what
yes,
everybody is saying right now.
I've promised. I said I was going to send a file. I actually have sent it, but it's not for everybody to go and check now. Please stay in class. But I promised to send a file, so check the file and you should be able to.
All right.
Okay, so I'll just get on to today's class so that we can make headway. I'm really, really encouraged with everything I'm hearing, right? And I hope to hear the same also going forward. Now, that being said, today we're going to talk about social media marketing, and we will. Oh, Yewande, is that you? I'm seeing you say something on the chat box. Hey. Oh, what really resonated with me was measuring content marketing success. Comment shares actually have an order to determine the success of a particular post. I also learned about Canva, AI, PRM, which really opened my awesome. Yewande, thank you very much. Yeah, I didn't see your hand up. I would have called you. So let me. Sorry, I like putting up the chat box in my other screen, trying to set that up. But we can all see my screen, right? Okay. Can we all see my screen? Okay, awesome. Kindly zoom. Of course, I'm going to expand the screen. Don't worry. I'm still trying to set up my second screen so that I can have my eye on the chat while we're on the call in case somebody stops hearing me and what's happening, right? In case somebody starts sharing money in the comments in the chat room and I don't know. So to avoid missing out, I have to pull up every possible screen. Especially now that Agnes has mentioned that I will be doing giveaway. She might want to practicalize it in class. So who knows? All right, awesome. So my other screen is up and this is zoomed just as promised, right? So this looks better now, Ladiko, right? All right. Okay, we are good to go. Yes, it's better. Awesome. Right. So we're talking about social media marketing today, and well, I want to do all the possible theory here while we do the practical in class tomorrow. So everybody stay with me, listen. Let's make the class as engaging as possible, right? Let me get quick responses. Agnes, don't go far again. Stay. Leave the effort that you want to go and make. Leave it for later. So everybody, let's stay here, and when I need responses, please let's give them to me as hot as it is, right? All right. So we all know social media. When we say social media platforms, there are quite a number of them, right? Like the list is almost endless, right? And we can remember how this whole thing started. It started with platforms like Eskimi. We've had to go. We have a lot of them in the past, right? I can't remember a couple of them, but we had a lot of them in the past, right? And we understand that it keeps growing. It keeps growing because we are talking about we're talking about a lot of things. We're talking about people connecting. We're talking about people having conversations. We're talking about people meeting with their old bodies. We're talking about a lot of things, right? And what just like the name implies, social, right? We want to be social while we are of course maximize the internet for connectivity And of course, now understood that we can also maximize it for business purposes. Now, that being said, we are going to be talking about a few of them, and then from there, we'll push the conversation forward, right? Now, for Facebook, we understand that the audience is a wide range demographics. But these days, people who are, how many of us here are very active on Facebook, like actively active on Facebook? Let's do a census. Please everybody respond. Let me see the yes and the no's and see the age group you are working with. If you're active, give me a thumbs up. If you are not active, hey, I can see the hands up. Okay. I can see a couple of hands up. Okay. Please leave them up so that I can do an estimate. Esther, leave your hands up so that I can see how many hands are up. Okay. You are actively active, like you go there to post, to view posts. Okay. If you are not active, let me see your hands. Because I can see only 3 hands. So to say. If you are not active, like Facebook is just there. Maybe once in a green room when you see activity. Oh, Yinka. Okay. Okay, I can see the down drop. Okay. All right. So the overview is that we have a number of people who are active, yes, once a while, and we have those. Well, statistics have it now that we have more of the older guys that are, as people who are actively active on Facebook, right? Most of the younger guys have moved to platforms like Instagram and Twitter. And for a lot of reasons, right? I remember my mom was troubling me to open Facebook for her. Right? So we've kind of almost left her. So that she sent me messages there. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not active there. I'm sorry. I didn't know you sent me a message. Right? So that used to cause some rift sometimes. And I've let her understand that most of us have left that platform for them. But of recent, there was a banter on Twitter and sometimes on Instagram. Sometimes when people make a post, somebody will, or you make a post or you make a comment, somebody will come and tell you that all these Facebook comments, this is a Facebook post. But like Facebook people post unbelievable stuff. They'll just put one picture of a man that the leg turned to goat somewhere in Ogun State. We say somebody picked up coin somewhere and the eyeball started falling out. all those weird, unbelievable stuff that some of us, our parents, will forward to us like 50 times. They are moving people now. They are kidnapping people and taking them to mass. Beware of tomato coming from Ilori. All those funny, very troubling contents, right? So once you make a comment and people don't agree with it, they will just beef you and say, all these Facebook users. So it became a funny banter line, right? So that's almost what Facebook has become. But then we also understand that it's almost for any kind of business, right? And in fact, these days many times, especially for we as digital marketers, use people's Facebook accounts for a lot of things. For instance, now I have a client who runs ads, and the ad account has had series of issues. Right, so now I'm having to talk to somebody to either buy their social media page, Facebook page, because you have to link the Facebook page somewhere on Instagram to be able to connect, to be able to run ads, so that you can see the numbers and you can do the analytics later. So having a Facebook account is very important. So if you don't have one here, this my class, please create one now before we get to the level where we have to start using it, right? So that's one of the reasons why Facebook is important to me. But you see, for going there to post, my posts go Facebook because I'm posting on Instagram and I've turned it on that anytime I post on Instagram, the same thing appears on Facebook. That's why it might look like I'm active there, but I'm honestly not active. I don't go there to scroll and look at things. No way, not me. Right? So, but then there are people who are active there, right? And that's what this file is telling us, that the wide range demographics, but particularly among adults, right? I remember I was asking my junior brother recently, your Facebook account, say, he can't remember the login details. That's because he's not going there. He has not gone there for a long time, right? So best for almost any type of business due to its large user base and how diverse it is. So yes, Facebook still has the highest number of users. It's great for building brand awareness, engagement, and driving website traffic. Well, it has its results, of course. By the time you understand the market and who are there, it can give you a very good result. Right? Now let's talk about Instagram. How many of us are active on Instagram? How many of us are active? I'm expecting to see everybody, but let me just see. Oh, Steph, okay. Agnes, you are not active on Instagram. Oh, Amatolani John, awesome. Partly, okay. Ladipo, partly, okay. Adeyinka, awesome. Rahim, okay, that's cool. Okay, so we have the likes of Agnes, James, Balkis, and co that are not active on Instagram. Okay.
I'm active. Oh.
You are not in class, Agnes. You are turning a bason. Because I
No,
said you did not raise your hand.
I
You
raised
did
my
not.
hand though.
Okay, I've seen it. I've seen your hand. Yeah, sorry. Okay, you made your Facebook to go on IG. Okay, you linked it. So whenever I post on Facebook, so I upload it to IG. I
Good
should that
morning,
means
Balikis is there. I can hear you.
okay, back is we said raise your hand. Maybe you didn't hear that part. Anytime you agree with our statement, raise your hand or say something in the comment section, right? That's how the class will go. Precious, I've not heard you today. I hope you are with us. Same for every other person. Please stay active, okay? Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Onayobaji, okay, okay, Favor, Finyi, all right, awesome. So Instagram is one of those places where I don't know if anybody has run ads of recent. I have, or in past 1 year or 2 years plus, you run some ads. There's some ads that you run to Facebook, and oh my God, the kind of responses you'll be getting sometimes. Somebody there will just tell you, "Who are you?" Somebody that will still tell you, "Please give me money. I've not eaten for 2 days." And that person can tell you, what are you advertising? And your video showed exactly what you're advertising, the price and everything. And the person will still come to you. Who has experienced that? The person will still come to your DM and say, "Can you explain what this the product is?" And you're like, did you watch this video I used for this advert? John. And you almost be like, are you kidding me? But you say this, all of these things you say. Person will just come and say something entirely out of context. Right? So come and use my WhatsApp. So people come and say, come and use my WhatsApp TV for your advert. Yes, that's what sometimes those Facebook people. That's why you see that I told you that they are having Facebook people on Twitter and using them as a way to say you are not up to date. All right, so Instagram is one of those platforms. It's like where it's like where that's Facebook for you. But Instagram is one of those places where you have people who are more exposed, right? You have a more exposed audience. You have active buyers, right? Active buyers who convert. You have more intellectuals to a certain level, right? And yes, so that's almost what Instagram represents. It's one of those things. In fact, many times when I have to do strategy meetings with people, businesses, brands, startups, one of the things I'm trying to push them to do is to spend more money on Instagram than almost any other platform because this is where the attention is right now, right? We have a whole lot of attention on Instagram than we have on other platforms, and we have active buying customers on Instagram than we have on other platforms. So we have predominantly young demographics, like I've said earlier. It's also best for visual-based businesses, fashion, beauty, food, travels. Many of us in this class, we saw the ads on Instagram, right? A good number of us. Suitable for business aiming to showcase creativity, visually appealing content, and all that, right? That's what Instagram represents. Now let's go to the next platform. We have X. We have X. X is one of my friends says a pata of them on, right? But then X, how many of us have had an experience on X? Let me hear you. Positive or negative experience? Positive or negative experience? You can turn on your mic and speak. Maybe the day you got dragged or the day something happened. Let me hear you out. What has been your experience? What do you think X is like? I'm waiting. You mute yourself and speak, or
X is
in the
not
comment
X
section.
X is not for the weak. If you are emotional, if you are very emotional, you're not supposed to go there.
In simple English. Okay. Who else wants to say something? Who else wants to say something? X is drag or be drag.
Me.
Okay, Esther, your network is bad. It's not for the faint-hearted. You can say that again.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, Esther.
It's
And
not
not me, but my sister, she's on Hex. So there was a particular day she said she posted a comment on one trending something, and then someone dragged her, and then she followed back, like she dragged the person too, because it depends on her kind of personality. Her personality is very, very, I call it very, very hard and somehow on the wicked side. So she really fits that platform.
A thought of wickedness will help you survive on this platform,
it's for the
right?
wicked, not for the weak.
It's not for the weak, it's for the wicked, right? So is eat or be eaten. Usman, you want to say something?
Sometimes when you want to press that send button, you have to recheck this thing I'm typing. Are they going to actually accept it, or I'm going to receive the kind of feedback from a lot of people?
Yes, it is comment at owner's risk, right? Whatever, comment and be ready to collect. In fact, you might even think you just said the harmless thing. Somebody will just come there and say, well, this is to show how dumb you are. Like, your words can be so raw and so direct. You'll be like, Oga, calm down and at least have some conscience. But like we said earlier, it's for the wicked, it's not for the weak, right? But then there are a lot of people that understand how to navigate these platforms, right? We've had, just like we were saying the other day, we've had brands that have blown, boom, right? From X. Remember we talked about, I don't know if it's your class, but remember we mentioned the Chicken Republic, this thing that happened when Hawa posted, I remember when Chicken Republic were selling food for 1K, and then Chicken Republic responded and tagged Child Deck saying, Shame will run and Child Deck say, no shaking. And before you know, bam, everybody were ordering food 1K, 1K. And I have a friend who worked in Child Deck. She was like, the request was crazy, like super. In fact, you were almost telling the person handling the Chicken Republic account that, okay, why you agree to this thing? But it was a huge success, right? If they now made money, I don't now know, but of course, I want to believe they made money for it to last through the time frame they did. And of course, it got them lots of attention, a whole lot. So campaign-wise, it was a huge success because they got orders and they went back, right? So that's what X can do for you. You know, people, you know the story of Mommy Z, right? That wakes up to cook for her husband 4 a.m. You saw how it ended, how it started, people bashing her and the whole feminism, people coming for her and all that. And then men then took it 360, 180, right? Took it 180 and turned the whole thing around and started donating stuff for her and the family. And of course, you know that she ended up she even did an advert for Indomie, I think. And she was already on a good ride to be an influencer, right? I don't know how she has managed that so far. I doubt she did manage it very well because she's not up there in the conversation. But once in a while, she always strolling with one banter quote or something, right? So it's one of those platforms that a lot of things can happen. We also know how it happened in the election season, right? You know how the NSAS movement happened, started from Twitter. So it's as strong as it can be, both positively and negative. It's you that will now know how you steer and manage the conversation. In fact, for me personally, when people reach out to me, they want me to handle their Twitter account. I used to tell them I can't, right? Because I don't think I want to find myself in that mix. I'm a passive Twitter user. But there are some people who it is their strength. They know how to coin those words. They know how to produce some crazy, crazy comebacks. You know, some people will make some comments and you see the comeback, you just be like, oh my God, how do you think of this? Right? They know how to do that both as a person and for brands, right? Sometimes there was one that was happening of recent between Net Niger and Net Ninja, and I think 2 other channels, platforms, niri.com or something, that used to upload pirated movies and all that. And then you see people commenting under the thing that, Battle of Pirates. And one platform was saying that, it was it 2BD, one of those old guys was also talking about, like, please, let's leave this old cargo alone. Like, the banter was interesting to watch brands banter. And it was fun. And of course, it might look like just banter, but it has made a couple of people remember that, so this brand is still here. These ones are still here. Oh, you can see download free movies from these guys, right? And it was fun. Whoever is behind those accounts now has to be a very banter and sweet, amazing Twitter lover, right? So that's it for Twitter. So businesses thrive there, individuals get attention there. Can also have a serious boom like bam on Twitter as well, right? We've had a number of them. So that's what the Twitter space looks like. Then we have LinkedIn. What do you think of LinkedIn? What do we think of LinkedIn? Agnes, Balkis,
Hi.
Yinka, yes, go.
I've raised
I
more
would
money on
say
LinkedIn than on any platform ever. So
You've met.
yes, there is a gem in that place. So
Yeah. So all of us should go and carry digger and drill for the gem. But yeah, Yinka.
okay, I would say LinkedIn is more like a professional platform. For somebody like Agnes, yeah, I think that's like what should be our focus. A bit of Instagram, TikTok, then more on LinkedIn. That is where you get like your consumers. Because you want donations, all sort of things. You get those people on LinkedIn. Compared to somebody that is selling thrift. You can't be selling thrift and then you're posting on LinkedIn. It doesn't correlate. That is where you get to understand this is where your audience are. Every social media platform has its, how will I put it, the way it works, as the kind of people that you see on there. Like you said, the demographics you see on Facebook is different from the one you see on X and all of that. So LinkedIn is more like a professional space. You have like a job offer to that you want to post it on LinkedIn. That is where you see those kind of things happening. So that's where I see.
Okay.
Awesome.
For
Thank you very
me,
much.
I think LinkedIn is just for professionalism, for you to sell yourself as a professional, basically. Looking for where to get jobs, looking for where to connect, meet great minds. I think LinkedIn is the best platform for that.
Awesome. Thank you, John. Esther, your hands are up. You want to say something?
On the lighter side, actually, I wanted to comment on the lighter side. According to what you said in class yesterday, it's for the best liars and writers.
Say that again. Who wants to go next? Just put your hands up so that I know who's going next. I think I saw, what's your name again? I saw you now. Raise it. Put up your hand. I mean, unmute yourself. That's Usman.
To me, LinkedIn is
Usman, I can't hear you.
interact with.
Okay. What do you
Oh,
say?
okay. Can you? I said LinkedIn is a place where you get to interact with like-minded content at the
You are
same time. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, you are
At the
muting
same
and unmuting yourself. So just go on. I can hear
sorry.
you.
At the same time, when you get to post every day, you get to see doing. You get to
Okay.
see those people that like the same thing you are doing. And if you're the kind of person that is frequent on posting your stuff on LinkedIn, you get to meet companies searching for you. Like you get to appear on their site every time. Imagine you being a digital marketer and you post things about digital marketing. When they are trying to search for people they need, you actually pop up on their search engine. So it's that actually looking for jobs and every other thing.
Awesome, awesome. Like you said, it's something you connect with like minds professionally, not like minds for party and like professionally. And it's one of those things I will encourage everybody to do. As you're having class, what's your take home, what you're learning, you're pushing it on these channels, LinkedIn and the likes, so you get so that you can find yourself seeing an opening. Who knows, right? Agnes.
Okay, thank you. So one thing I wanted to just mention from experience is the fact that people think that, well, that's what it is. The platform is professional for professionals and all that. But one thing I've realized is the fact that when you DM big names, like they are big names, right? When you DM them on LinkedIn, they are most likely to respond to you. And I realized that because they think that everybody else on this platform is professional. So they are more likely to be, you see them are very at ease on LinkedIn when you try to say hi. You see people responding because they feel, oh, this is another professional, maybe a higher colleague somewhere, for them to be on this platform. They are actually very coordinated, they are professional, So most of the times when I go for events, big events, I go on LinkedIn to look for them. When I go on LinkedIn to look for them, and I'd be like, oh, hi, I saw you on so and so event, you spoke about this, da, da, da. Yeah, more, in fact, I think I've gotten responses to like 100% of the time. Like you get responses, people are like, oh, that's so nice, nice. Go and try that on Facebook or on Instagram. They will not even respond to you. I'm talking big names now, very big names. More on LinkedIn, they're most likely to respond to you. And one thing that I realized about LinkedIn is that it is possible for you to get, sorry, my baby is in the background. So you're most likely to get people who are in your space, in the same space as you, So most times when you're just going through stuff, they will just be like, okay, this person in this particular space, this person in this particular space is doing this and this and this and this. Do you mind connecting with this person? Like you literally see everything about them, and all that. So it's most likely for you to be like, oh, this person is in Teach for Nigeria. Let me say hi to this person, or let me send a request. So it's most likely for you to gather people in the space that you want to have influence in. So if it's Facebook or Instagram, you can just see random people. But on LinkedIn, it's possible for you to be like, okay, search for people in this space. I mean, I think you can still do that on LinkedIn, but I'm just trying to say that it's most likely for you to find people in your professional space. On Instagram, you get people using coin names, nicknames, and all that. But on this platform, it's most likely for you to see people's names for what they are and know that, okay, this person works in so and so and so. In other platforms, you can decide to just hide it. I just want to be unknown. I just want to, but it's hard for you to do that on LinkedIn. So everybody's appearing. In fact, everybody's trying to package. So they put what the professional side out. So it's like most likely for you to be like, if I want to build professional platforms, build myself in a professional space, let me align to this person's, let me align to this, let me accept the request, or send a request to this person, right? So I think that's one thing I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's loaded. I don't know who is Bugatti Empire. I can't call you because you are not following the rules of the class.
I've changed my name. I don't know why it's still appearing. I think that's my WhatsApp name on my WhatsApp page. But I changed my name when you asked us to.
You tried, maybe you didn't change it because maybe that person has changed and you will maybe try later. But you can go on now. Please, who is speaking?
This is Yetunde.
Okay, Yetunde, please go on.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, I just want to talk on personal experience on LinkedIn. I rarely use the platform, but I have my professional page, my professional profile on the platform. So from my experience, I've gotten to jobs, higher jobs, from it was more like building a professional cadre for me. I wasn't looking into getting anything. It was just my CV. on the platform. And I've had companies come to me, ask me if I'm interested in a particular, in a particular position in their company. And then I've had to do interviews, and I've had to actually work in those companies on two different, at two different times, two different companies. So that is one. It's good for those that are looking for job. It's good for those that are not even looking for job, but they are like, opportunities can always come. Opportunities can always come. Then like someone said, you can easily get to mingle with the kind of people you actually want to mingle with. Like on Facebook, sometimes you don't recognize them. On Instagram, you don't even know who they are with the funny nicknames and all that. But when you are there, you know who you are actually talking with. You can have up to maybe 50, let's say 70% assurance that the person you are chatting with or the person you are talking with is actually the real person. Is actually the real person. So that's just to summarize what I have to say. That's just what I wanted to chip in. Thank you.
Please, can I say one more thing? No, can I say one more thing?
Yes, please go on.
Okay, so I attended one particular training, and the guy was telling us how he used LinkedIn to employ most of the people in his company, and it's a top-notch company, like very top-notch in Lagos. When I went to their building, I was like, okay. He's the recruiter for their organization, and they invited young people for a training. So I was opportune to be one of the few people in the room. And he pointed to like the senior, almost like the senior person in that position was saying how he recruited her. It was on LinkedIn. So what they do is there's a recruitment, I don't know what they call it, but there's a recruitment side to LinkedIn. There's something he said, but he used LinkedIn to filter through professionals, their names, what they do, and then niche down to individuals who have that expertise that they need in that organization. So he was able to get her, and then from there he reached out to her to apply with a unique link. So she used that link and applied, and that was how she was invited for an interview. So she went through, she didn't even have to apply really. She just went through to an interview. And during that interview, she had, she put herself together, and then, did her best. And right now she's occupied, you should see her right now. So he was just saying how he's used LinkedIn to employ most of the people in that huge organization. And it just kept ringing bells to me. Like after that training, I went to my LinkedIn and now started putting those things that I do, those things that, there's a possibility, because it's not just even about jobs alone. There's partnerships. There are people who are looking for partners, and they are on there because that's a professional platform. If your organization is looking there, they want to hire, they want to do stuff, they are most likely to put it on. My organization employs through my former organization employs through putting it on LinkedIn. We are hiring. And before you know what's happening, they start to niche and getting individuals who are in these roles to apply, right? So I think that LinkedIn is one particular space where people can actually get real stuff. They can actually get real jobs. They can actually come in contact with people who are in the professional space and advance their career. So I don't think there's any of us who does not want to advance career-wise. Whether you're doing business, it's all career. Whether you're doing a 9 to 5, it's all career. And LinkedIn is one space that I have found very, very enabling. My own personal story is the fact that I was just putting the work that we're doing on social media on LinkedIn as well. And somebody reached out to me, and he's from Canada. So he reached out to me to say, oh, this thing you're doing, I see it having prospects. You're not just giving women money. You're teaching them how to do things with their hands. You're teaching them vocational skills that they can use in the long run. They will not be dependent on anybody else. And this guy sent me almost ₦1 million, and I got a credit alert, in Nigeria. And it's fantastic because the first organization that we partner with, Agape Life, is UK based. And he got us through social media, through LinkedIn as well. So I just felt I should put this out there. Thank you.
So everybody, you see, we have modern LinkedIn in class now. So Agnes is our LinkedIn pioneer. All right, thank you, Agnes, at least for being here with us. So let me go to the comment section where we have people say for professional people only. Okay. To me, it's boring. I think it's mainly for writers and professionals. Where we've heard Agnes now. At least we've heard real life testimony. So it's beyond just writers and professionals. Everybody can take advantage of the platform. If you're not an achiever or professional, I think LinkedIn is not for you. Well, and in long run, by the time we touch on all the social media channels, you can see which one works best for what business, right? Well, LinkedIn, for you who want to be a professional or a freelancer, is a good platform. I've also gotten some job offers, but I'm not looking for a full-time job, so I've declined all of them that I've gotten. It's actually a platform that works. To be precise, it is for the best packages, not necessarily. In fact, like I said the other day, that just don't feel intimidated. I know it's a platform that almost makes people feel intimidated, right? But I told you my friend sold bread and he went to put it as that he provided for a suburb in a space of 2 to 3 years, right? Providing them with life needed tools or something like that. That's how he put that language. Basically, almost saying like he was saving lives, right? So it's basically how to find those words. And you may not have to be that what's the word now? You don't have to be that let me use the word corny with your words, for lack of a better word, of course. You don't have to be that corny. You just have to be as consistent. It cuts across all platforms. Just be as consistent as possible. Somebody will notice you, right? Be consistent. Like, be as consistent as possible. It's one of the rules across all of these channels. If you have decided that, oh, channel 1, channel 2, or this platform, this platform will use, just be consistent in all three. Me, I'm always a preacher of one quality over quantity. Instead of being everywhere, try and be in maybe 2 or 3 places and make sure as you are there, you are there. Well, we've talked about LinkedIn a lot, so let's move to the next, guys. We have Pinterest. So who is talking to us about Pinterest? Since everybody has taken over the class. So who is talking about Pinterest to us? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can I go on?
You raise your hand. Agnes, please. I think you are spoken. Bring down your hand so that if I see a new hand, I will know. Bukati Empire.
Sorry, that was not for me, so I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was not using.
Please try again. Bring down your hand. Thank you. That should be yesterday, I think. John, over to you. John.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yes, please go on.
Okay. For Pinterest, for me, Pinterest is a bank of ideas where my go-to place to get ideas as a graphic designer, like no content you're looking for that you can't find on Pinterest. So for me, it's a content bank where I go to grab ideas. So Pinterest is the one place where I believe that I think everybody should try and make use of, because it's a platform whereby no matter what you're looking for, no content idea you're looking for, somebody else has actually created something related to that. So going there, you gain ideas, and also you can also, with those ideas, you could come together with your own and bring out something stunning.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you. Pinterest is an inspirational platform. Yetunde, Bugatti Empire, please, can you bring down your hand? Unless you are raising it up again. Esther, please go on. I see your hands out.
Okay, for Pinterest, basically I'll talk from the aspect of a writer. So basically what we do as a writer is that we upload when we create our book covers, we upload our book covers on Pinterest. So from there, you could also add a link, the link and the name of the book. So from there, other writers that are going through Pinterest can see the book link, can see the book name, and even follow us can follow the link to the book itself. And also we can also see different it's just a way of creating awareness for books. And also we can also get pictures for our book covers from Pinterest.
That's awesome. Dorcas.
Yes, sir. So for me, I use Pinterest to get like ideas, creative ideas. So for instance, I want to make a design of a footwear, and then I need something trendy, or better still, let's say something that used to be in vogue also. I go to Pinterest to get ideas about that. And remember when I was working with a wedding photographer, I would just go on Pinterest. I was working as an assistant. We go on Pinterest to get poses that we can use for couples and the like. So Pinterest is, and also we watch YouTube videos. There's like a link. I don't know how they do that. Like you can see videos of how to do things yourself from Pinterest too.
Awesome. Sorry, that was John. You have to always raise it. I won't allow you this time. I won't indulge you this time. This is your hand if you want to speak. Dorcas, you are done, right? Esther, you are done. Okay. Let me read the comment section. Mladiko is saying, picture is a cool site for me. Get a lot of DIY to get ideas. Also a balloon decorator. Okay, that's a beautiful concept. Yes, a lot of beautiful. I wanted to paint my wall of recent. I'm planning to repaint my house, and I found myself in Pinterest a lot. Fashion designer, fabric merchants, use Pinterest for style inspo. Yes, awesome. Okay, no hands are up again. All right, so I think that we are clear on what Pinterest does for people, right? It's like somebody said, it's a site for inspiration, right? Mostly for creatives and the likes, right? Then the next one is YouTube. YouTube, who is speaking to us about YouTube as a user? Who's a YouTuber amongst us? Nobody? Okay, at least we've all visited YouTube at some point. Oh, John, okay. Finye, do you want to say something? Okay, Finye, go on.
Me, I'm not a YouTuber, but I
You
will
have an
say that
interest in
YouTube is,
technique,
yes, like I learn a lot from it. Most of the things I know was from YouTube about my job. Especially even when I started working, anything I don't know how to do, I just go to YouTube. How to do Excel, I'll describe the way I need to navigate Excel, and I'll just get a video telling me step by step. Even any skill, tech, how I started working in fintech without having any tech experience, it was true. I just went to YouTube, fintech for beginners. I learned it there. How to even like get my job. That was from their YouTube channel that I watched some videos and I could relate with the ops people. So that made them not to forget me, and they called me back that, oh, we remember that lady that watched our YouTube. So YouTube is very good. It's like a gold mine for knowledge. Anything you don't know, just go and describe it on YouTube. You get it there for free. Although sometimes they might not now give you the whole idea. They will now say, if you pay for my Patreon, you get, but YouTube is enough to help you navigate your career life or whatever skill you're trying to get. Even Canva, for you to get better, you can write it on YouTube that how to create a unique design on Canva. You get it there. If you're having issues with your phone, you write it there. YouTube is a knowledge mine. It's good for everybody.
Thank you very much, Finye. Dorcas, go on.
All right, sir. So for me, YouTube, I make use of YouTube for watching content videos, basically. I enjoy watching vlogs a lot, lifestyle vlogs, traveling content. Okay, so I would say that I've always like loved Canada, but I've never been to Canada. But sort of, I've always engaged myself with content that has to do with the country Canada, and I've gotten to know a lot of things about the country through YouTube, through watching YouTubers, that people that do their vlogs on YouTube. And what else? I watch movies on YouTube too. Yes, I watch movies on YouTube, and also tutorials like how to do something, how to do one or two things, how to tie gele, how to cook so food. Yes, so I do all that on YouTube.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Your initial statement is giving you applying to Japa. Carry me along. Because once somebody is watching plenty Canada videos, Doctor, I have my eyes on you. Yinka, YouTube is like a visual Google, whatever you need, it's on there. Yes, awesome. Usman, go on, please.
To me, I see YouTube as a platform where you can create ideas on your own, like a kind of real thing that you can actually give to the world to actually use or see. And there are some YouTube content you go into and you start seeing where they're actually advertising products and some other services inside that video you're actually watching. So I would say it's also the kind of platform to advertise not just your content, also your product, and display what you actually have as a person to the world to actually learn from. So YouTube is actually okay for content creators, for business owners to make advertisements, and you can actually see everything, almost everything you actually need or you want to learn. You can actually see it there on YouTube.
Awesome. Thank you, Usman. I can see Tolani saying she learns there and she has also posted something. Yes, so it's also, as well as taking content from there, we can also put up content there so that you can, in the long run, monetize it and all that. Even though, yes, people say a lot about how you go to YouTube to learn stuff, but one of the best ways I usually advise people to use YouTube is go there to improve your knowledge, right? Many times if you are just learning something for the first time or spark your knowledge, or when you are going to learn something, when you want to learn something properly, for me, maybe I should add that frame. That for me, I want to go to a proper place where they give me the step-by-step whatever. Then I can now go to YouTube to say, oh, how to do this thing better. Oh, other ways to do this. But then if you just go there, maybe you are trying to learn something for the first time, you might end up in the wrong direction because everybody will give you different directions. You might end up confused. Somebody once said that one of our problems in our generation is information overload, right? So there's a huge tendency of you finding yourself in that web of information overload. You don't know who to now listen to, who to follow. So it's better you've learned, oh, we are doing this, and this. So you now go to YouTube and say, okay, how to do number one better, or different ways to do number one. How do I do number two separately? Or help me further explain how to do ABC, right? So that's YouTube for you. Video based, of course. Somewhere you can put tutorials, DIY videos, vlogs, and stuff like that. So businesses can also make money from it, just like we mentioned. Those adverts that Usman mentioned, right? You can run ads there, and people can place order from watching a YouTube video and all that. Then we have TikTok. Our TikTokers. Let's go. Who's talking about TikTok with me? Who's talking about TikTok to us? We don't have any Gen Z in our class. Yeah.
Okay. What I can say about TikTok is the algorithm of TikTok is very okay to actually generate. And when you're using TikTok, there are some videos that are not even so relevant that you just get like 100,000 likes, 100,000 likes. And if you post that kind of video on X, you might not even get just a single like. So I would say there is audience driving on TikTok much more better than all other social platforms to me. That's just what I just want to share about it.
Okay, awesome. Who's going next? Anybody else? No. Okay. So one of my first impression of TikTok then was, I remember opening to TikTok then, and I stumbled on somebody eating liver, like raw liver on one live. I'm like, what's going on this platform? You just open, you can't. But as somebody, you cannot open TikTok in public because you don't know what you open and see, right? But then we realized, after a while, that, okay, this platform has attention. I remember one of the things we talked about at the beginning of this, our training, was the fact that what we majorly do is they trade attention, right? Look for where attention is and camp the business that has that audience, camp the person there, right? So you know that TikTok does a lot for music artists, and of course, when they bring up their challenge, this does a lot for the creative space entirely, right? And of course, there are a lot of businesses who have made money from there. Maybe not really so much of the corporate types, right? But then the day-to-day business owners or small business owners have a good chance of doing awesome stuff on TikTok, right? So that makes me understand that the platform has its audience. Of course, we know that there's some things that come on IG, and you see that those blogs pick them up from TikTok, right? So there's a whole lot of attention right now on that platform. Even though most of us millennials, we don't like the platform like that, because it's a bit I don't, for lack of a better word, the values there is a bit low, right? Somebody can just come and do one weird, unnecessary stuff, and you're like, you just cringe. What's doing this one? This one doesn't have home training or what? But then you see that the person has blown. And you be like, I can't do this to blow, not me, right? So that's what the platform is. So businesses are enjoying the entertainment space, are making good, getting good results from the platform, and the platform is still giving some pretty good organic conversions and reach, right? Or like some other platforms where the chances of you blowing organically is so lower than it is right now on TikTok, right? So just like I said, it's a platform, which is also one of the lessons we all need to learn here, right? It's a platform that, well, it's good you understand your strengths and weaknesses, but there are some platforms that the attention is there. You just have to adjust. It might not be your strength and all of that, but you know that I just need to be on this platform because I know I need this and this and that, right? Now, that's TikTok. Then we have Snapchat. Who is an active Snapchat user? Tell us about Snapchat. Team Snapchat. Can we hear you? Nobody uses Snapchat here. Hey, I must have only millennials on this class. This is my class. Millennials and upper higher. Millennials use Snapchat. No Snapchat user. This is a platform for learning. We have left you to Precious. We're on Snapchat. Yetunde, thank you for saving my blushes. I was about to scroll down and look for people. Yetunde, please, Yetunde, please go on.
Well, I just needed to say something because nobody is actually raising their hands up.
You're trying to save my blush, Abby.
I want to tell you my experience about Snapchat. Well, from the holistic angle, like what I see everybody do on Snapchat, they use it to kind of filter their pictures, videos, to make them look better when they post on WhatsApp or some other platforms. So it kind of has all these filters that you can use to make yourself look good. That's what I noticed people use it for mostly. But I have tried using it once, a few times, and personally I don't like filters. So because I just feel that when you use filters, maybe you post your picture of somebody that does not know you, and then you eventually meet the person, and then you're looking different from what the picture said, or what the picture looked like. I think it doesn't make sense. So I don't do filters. So, but there was a time I was trying to do how do I explain this? It's like a routine. The people were doing it that time, a challenge. Yeah, that's the word. Was it a challenge? And the challenge went wrong because I did not understand how to use Snapchat then. I was trying to do a challenge. I didn't know I was already recording myself, and it's already posted. And I wasn't even ready for what I recorded and posted, and I did not know it was posted until several hours when a friend brought my attention to it. That what's the meaning of this nonsense you are doing on, And since that time, I just hated Snapchat. I just don't go there. So I am willing to know I'm willing to really understand what and what one can actually do on that Snapchat. But I just did not understand it. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's a lot of people have had that experience. But thank God your own, maybe whatever you posted wasn't that, but people have posted crazy stuff that without knowing that they posted it. And
It was very
somebody needs to blackmail them and they find themselves in serious mess. Right. So, and I remember one of those classes I was having, somebody said, all she knows Instagram, Snapchat for is that it's for filter. I feel like you chat there now, you keep up with friends and all of these other things, but like just like most of us, there are a huge number of people who just use Instagram. I say Instagram. We just use Snapchat for pictures, finish, picture and video filter. That's their job. That's the job. That's what they know Snapchat for, right? So it's quite interesting. Somebody said what I would have was what I got to you. I don't know what that means. So Snapchat is for keeping up with friends. Yes, so I heard most people use it to keep up with friends. But my own friends are not active on Snapchat, so I don't use it for that. But yes, I know that people use it to keep up with friends. Consumes data for what it does. I use Snapchat to keep up with friends. Oh, awesome. All right. 200 pictures. Yes. Yes, I get that a lot. Usman, so it's to increase snap score. Because I have somebody who just keeps sending me picture DMs. Right, I'm confused. Like, why is sending this into my DM?
Actually,
Usman, you were supposed to be millennial in me.
Actually, when they send pictures to you and you open it, their snap score is going to increase. So they will spam you with a lot of unnecessary pictures. Like, in fact, the last time I opened one of my friends' thing, I'm seeing like 500 pictures, and I'm like, I'm going to block you for you.
Oh, now I know. Okay, thank you for that update. I think I also have blocking to do. All right, so that's Snapchat for you, right? It has its audience, just like some people have said here. They understand the whole terminology, the streaks, the Snapchat norm score, whatever, and all that, right? So it's a platform that might work for some people for their business or for their personal brand, right? The next guy is Reddit. How many of us know Reddit? Oh, Steph, you say you can't raise your hand. You don't know why. I think you have to look out for the button. Yeah, look out for the button. There's a button there that has maybe 3 dots or a 3 line. Click on it. You see some emoji, the emoji icon. This is my PC, so I can't remember which of the icons. You should see an emoji icon, and you can then see hand, smile, and all of those things. Check it out. Let me know in the comment section if you find it. Reddit, John, please go on.
Okay, Reddit for me is a place where you get your questions answers. It's a community whereby you have any question, you lost in the dark, you just go there, put your questions, you get different ideas from different people. Some people might give you some good ideas, but I feel as for me, it's where I go to gather ideas and I come back, look at ones I think are good and I get to use them. So I think that's what the Reddit platform is. And also it's also good to meet people in like-minded because you can get to join community that are related to your personal life or professions.
Awesome. Who else wants to speak? Please go on. Steph, you want to say something? Go on. You're the only one that have a minute to speak without raising your hands, since you can't find the raise your hand button.
Good morning,
Okay.
sir.
Hi,
And good morning,
Steph.
everyone. Okay, I want to talk about Snapchat. I'm actually very active. I use
Oh, yeah,
Snapchat.
just.
I use Snap a lot. Like the name implies, Snapchat. It is basically to text your
pictures.
friends with mainly and mostly snaps. Like you send snap to them. Like try to be updated. Like if I go out now or I'll just send strict. Sorry.
Snaps, that word means pictures.
Yes, just texting with snaps basically. You can still text normally, there you can still chat, but like just trying to send your pictures, your friends. There's something called streak, and there's snap score too. And it's not true that you have to send 200 pictures for your snap score to increase. If you want to like make your snap score increase, you have to do that with someone that keeps streaks with you, which is you send them snap and then they will send snap to you back for your snap score to increase. And they use it for adverts too, because I think a lot of Gen Zs, they use Snapchat. So most times these people that try to promote their song, they do ads there to promote their music too. A lot of things happen basically. Even those Big Brother Ninja housemates, they use they sorry.
So what's the difference between Snap Streak and Snap Score?
Okay, snap score is like an amount of the snap score that you have. Like me, basically, I don't know how, but I'm currently on 1.3 million. I don't know how that is possible. Then
You don't know
streak
what
is
causes
like me
your
keeping.
score to increase.
What did I?
You don't know what causes your score, your Snap score to
No,
increase.
I don't know why. There was one time I was just sending. Probably that was the reason. Then I did not know how to use Snapchat, but now I know how to use it very well. And it is not just to add filter to your pictures, actually. That's not the main reason. You can use it for a lot of things. You can use it to promote music too. Like they do give away there a lot of times, a lot of celebrities, and mostly this Big Brother Ninja celebrity, they use Snap too a lot. Snapchat is actually one of the best apps actually for Gen Zs and
So what's the conversion like? How many people are making money on it?
sorry.
Well, you made a good point anyway.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you very much for teaching us. Dorcas, you want to say something? We have moved to Reddit now.
Yes,
We
I
have
want to say
moved to Reddit.
something.
About
Oh,
Reddit.
no, it's not about Reddit, though. It's about Snapchat.
Okay, let's have one final
Yes.
talk.
All right. So how you can get your snap score, how you can know your snap score is the number of times people send.
How you can grow it.
How you can increase or grow it is the number of times people have sent you snaps and the number of snaps that you have also sent out to people. So the number you have received and the number you sent out is how you get your snap score. And again, some brands also do ads on Snapchat. So when you are checking people's story on Snapchat, you just see like ads just pop up. And then you can now know, like it can be in form of a video or in form of pictures that would come up on Snapchat. So basically that's how some brands are able to get like their funds, like get money from it, from the app.
Really fun. Steph, you're trying to move us into Snapchat. I'm not going with you. Thank you. All right, so let's come back to Reddit. So Reddit is one of those platforms. Some people easily assume that Reddit is for the techies, right? We have a lot of techies have their codes reviewed on Reddit. People almost just say it's tech for tech services, right? Because it can be niche. You can create niche topics on Snap. Can you see Steph? You're making me say Snap on Reddit, right? So people are writing code and they have some bugs. They're trying to debug and giving them issues. I take it to Reddit and they get somebody, one of that techie respond, right? So it's one of those platforms that is mostly known for that community engagement on trying to help you answer questions, right? More like the way we had, what was this platform in Nigeria, Nairaland, right? Where we have niches. Then we have WhatsApp and Messenger. Everybody here uses this. So I'll take just two people because I know it's a topic everybody. Two people that haven't spoken before. I don't think I've heard from James. I've not heard from Ethel today also. And I've also not heard from who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Well, two of us should at least speak for now if I find the third person. Ethel and at least we all use WhatsApp. Ethel and who else? Ethel, please can I hear you? I mentioned somebody else's name.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Yes, good morning.
I've just been listening to everybody because I don't know. Okay. I will not describe myself with what comes to my mind, But WhatsApp basically is basically the major platform that I use to communicate. But I know that so many people use WhatsApp for business, for their businesses and all. So the major reason I'm in this class is to learn other ways to use the social media space to improve myself and to move way ahead in life, kind of. So Snapchat, all those things. My children are on those platforms, yes. So I don't know what they do there. I only know they say they snap, they snap, they send snap.
You
Send
started
snap.
hearing from everybody what they do there, and it's small.
So I'm now hearing from everybody what they do on Snapchat and other platforms. So that's
That's
but
awesome.
WhatsApp is a major social media platform where I resonate on, send messages, receive messages, connect with people and all that.
Awesome. Thank you. James, over to you. Then Favor, please go next after James. James, Favor.
Okay.
Awesome, James.
So what I can say about WhatsApp is about like WhatsApp is just only for those that you know, those that you have their numbers. It's not for people that doesn't have your number. All this you can't compare WhatsApp to some like Facebook or all those kind of things. So I believe WhatsApp is just for people that you know and people that you have their numbers, and you can just sell your products there and all those kind of things. So that's what I think about WhatsApp. Thank you.
Awesome, James. Favor, over to you.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. So I think WhatsApp is basically for text message, is basically for messaging and then calls. So these days it feels like you're a criminal if you don't have data for WhatsApp. So basically people no longer even have normal phone calls again, there is WhatsApp calls. Like I feel like it's like the main messaging tool that is both for both adults. Like it's not like Facebook that is for the older ones. Then Snapchat, TikTok, those ones are for the Gen Zs. I feel it's like one app that covers range of audience. Like everybody can use it, and then it's also good for I think businesses, yes. Because I think there's WhatsApp business for where you can even promote ads and stuff like that. So basically, I just think it's just a messaging app where you message everybody down to the
Awesome.
old, to the young, everybody. Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Rahim Ayomide. Ayomide Rahim. Yewande. Oh, Victor, awesome. I'm seeing some hands. Oh yeah, Victor, go on. Victor?
All right, yeah. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. So because of WhatsApp messaging thing and calling capacity or abilities, developers are now able to, input it into their website so that they can use it for customer support. So it means to get feedback from viewers so that they will know what to do. Or you also use it as a funnel where you, after running ads, you get your um contacts and all of those things, you channel them into your WhatsApp, then you continue the rest stuff from there. So WhatsApp is like is a go-to. And I think almost everybody uses WhatsApp, but the only limiting thing is the fact that you need the person's number to be able to contact them.
All right, that's cool. That's awesome. Yetunde.
Okay, he partly mentioned what I wanted to say. There's this, okay, like you said, like everybody said, WhatsApp, everybody uses WhatsApp. It's a better means of communication. You don't need to have a recharge card to be able to talk on WhatsApp. You can just, you understand, you can just go through data and using data and all that. Now, now there's this trend recently where you kind of channel your advert, like you said, into WhatsApp. It's something I really love and I think it's going to work for me. It's just I don't know how they do it. Like, for example, after posting an advert on YouTube, for example, or Facebook or TikTok, and then you just tell them to click a link below, and then the link leads them to WhatsApp, to your WhatsApp page, and then everybody can connect to you through that. And then you now know those that really needed what you wanted to present. I think that has been very rampant these days, and it's something I think would work for me. It's good. It's going to be really faster, to reach out to the people that actually needed what you really are selling. So that's one part that I wouldn't mind if this training can expand or can explain how such things can be done. Thank you.
Very nice. Okay, so Tolani, I can see your chart, platform where you connect with friends, family, major business platform for now. Oh, awesome. Well, a lot of people will say WhatsApp is one of those places where they close their deals, right? Close their sales, finalize on the terms and whatever with the client or the customer, and then make their money, right? Yes, so that's kind of what happens here. Now we get to talk about, so we've spoken about all of these platforms, right? Well, we are going to single out one. And one of the interesting thing about social media platforms is almost the same rules and principles work across board, right? Just very little tweaks, right? And because of that, we won't take on all of the platforms one after the other. We are going to sleep here, right? So we are going to use Instagram as a yardstick, and then of course we implement the strategies across board, right? Now, we are going to see how to use social media for business, and of course for your personal brand, and then you can then replicate some of these principles on those different channels or platforms, right? And one of the things I want us to take out from all the conversations we've had is the fact that there are many channels, right? Like I mentioned, because I am a preacher of consistency rather than just telling you put out numbers. So I'm not quick to say be on all these platforms. No, be on, even if it's one platform you can be on and you'll be able to keep up and be consistent there, that's fine by me, right? If it's two platforms, because I'm of the opinion that, like I said, quality is better than quantity, right? So don't just be on one platform and you post today, the next 2 weeks you're off, come back and you post 2 days in a row, then you go again, another 4 weeks, come back. For me, that wouldn't help, right? If you're going to be doing 3 days in a week in that platform, in fact, it's almost the same principle I have across most of the platforms, right? Even if you want to start with 3 times a week, continue with 3 times a week, right? It's better than doing 5 times in this week, the next 2 weeks, you don't do anything. After you come back again and do 3 times, you go again for another 2 weeks, come back and do 5 times. For me, that doesn't add up, right? Consistency for me is like the key to the build. It helps in a lot of ways. It doesn't help the prospect's mind to not be, it helps the prospect not to be worried, right? So I want to buy something from your Instagram page and I come and I see that the last post you made was 1 week ago. And the one you made before that one was 4 days ago, right? And it puts me in a state of, okay, are you sure this person is here? By the time I start making requests now, who knows whether the person will respond or the person is available. I want to go to somebody who I see that maybe posted a day ago and the one before that day was 2 days ago, they see some form of consistency there. So I can say, oh, okay, I can give the person my money, right? So that for me is one of the things I wanted to take out from the whole conversation. We talked on all of those channels that you can now begin to pick, oh, okay, I think, this platform that this person talked about, I think I need to do more on this platform. So let me pick that platform and then this for that platform, right? So 2 platforms minimum. The good thing with Instagram and Facebook is that when you post on Instagram, you can run your setup that once you post on Instagram, it goes to Facebook. So you can, that one can help you at least manage 2 platforms at the same time, right? So it's for you to now start thinking of the third one you want to add, or the actual second one you want to add. But those 2 are almost together. So the second one you now want to add can now think, oh, will it be LinkedIn? Or will it be Twitter? Or will it be TikTok? Or will it be social channel? Right? So that's what you now have to consider. Now, like I mentioned earlier, we now want to pick out one particular channel and then use it to talk about others. So I've chosen Instagram to be our lead channel, right? So how do you use social media for business? Of course, using Instagram as a focus, right? So number one is you have to think about the platform's mechanism, right? That's how the outlook is, the setup, both front, the visual setup or the back-end connections, just like we have been talking about linking your Instagram to Facebook. Maybe you have to set up ad accounts, you have to set up some other things. All of those things are more like in the setup phase, right? How should it look? What should the bio look like? Blah, 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 right? And then the next thing you now start thinking about is what should be your posting plan, right? And that posting plan, you look at the posting options that the platform has, and then you can now plan around it, of course, alongside your calendar, right? And then the third thing will now be the tips, beginner to pro tips, things that you do on that platform that will take you from being just a beginner to having actual results and conversions, right? Now, let's take everything one after the other. Why are we focusing on Instagram? Well, like I said, you have to pick one platform, and Instagram now happens to be a platform that has infused in it a lot of things that have to do with other platforms, right? So it has a high visual platform, right? Making it a big deal for businesses. Then on the engagement side, Instagram boosts high engagement rates, right? It has a lot of engagement rates, both on the advert side and on the organic side, right? Increased brand visibility to reach new customers, especially owing to the fact that we have active buyers on Instagram, right? So it's not just we saying about reaching people that will not ask you that, please give me, I've not eaten for the past 5 days. It will not give you typical Facebook responses, right? That's why we pick up the channel. Storytelling features. As I said, it has some features that's picked up from some other platforms. For instance, when Snapchat came out then, Instagram quickly went and did their own filter features on Instagram that you can also always use. When TikTok was trending, they also came out with Reels, right? So that you will not leave their platform because you want to upload videos that are banned. So they did Reels. When Zoom was learning, Instagram actually did the Room. They added a feature on Instagram that was called Room. They can actually do your meetings and all of those things. I know a lot of us may not know about it, but yes, it was there before. But then, of course, now it has been removed. So when YouTube 2 was also a thing, Instagram also started IGTV. IGTV is out now, it's no longer there, but you knew that there was a time where we had that IGTV, right? For you to put in long form content. Now, influencer marketing also, you know how that works on Instagram, right? We have a lot of attention. Just like I mentioned earlier, Instagram is one of those platforms that has a hold of people's attention right now, right? Instagram and TikTok are top on that list. So one of the things that I wanted to mention the other time too was the fact that what also helps determine the platform you should major on is your target audience. And you also, while we're talking about this target audience, you also need to know at the back of your mind that we have people who they are all on this platform. That's why I'm saying that you don't have to be on all the platforms. And the reason why I say that is because some people that are on Instagram are still the same people that are on LinkedIn. They are still the same people that are on Twitter. They are still the same people that are on some of these channels, right? So you now want to think about it. Oh, I know that people who are on social channels are also the same. That's why I'm almost connecting Instagram and Facebook as one platform because I can post on there and the other place at the same time. People Also, people who are on Instagram have a high chance of also being on Facebook and all of that, right? They will not be active there, but at least if you caught their attention on Instagram, you know you caught their attention on Facebook. You don't need to go there again, right? So I was saying that to say that you have to now think what platform are my audience also in, so that you know we are creating the same effort. I'm seeing you here, I'm seeing you there, I'm seeing you there. It's almost the same person, right? So that's why I easily almost say, okay, you can do two main platforms, at least maybe minimum. Okay, so targeted advertising too is also another reason why Instagram is almost the leader of the pack. When I mean targeted advertising, I mean things like, for instance, I have somebody I'm supposed to roll ads for later today. He's in Canada, and I'm running ads that I have to look for blacks in or Africans, people of African descent in UK and in Canada, right? Which means I have to look for a way to fine tune and twist my targeting to find those exact people, right? So those features are one of the things that helps Instagram and Facebook stand out. Those targeting options can target people who are friends of people who are not in Nigeria, people who have lived in Nigeria before, target people who are within a certain age range. You know, we had these conversations earlier, right? We were talking about when we were introducing during the introduction time. Let's talk about a couple of these things, how you can target people who have birthdays in a certain month, people who just came back from travel in 2 weeks, people who have traveled outside the country at some point, people who have visited your page before, people who have liked your content before, who have viewed your profile at one point or the other. Like amazing targeting options that you can think of. Like people who have their anniversary this year, or the next month, or the next 2 months, people who have their birthdays in what month. So crazy stuffs, right? And that's a very amazing feature. And we also have analytics. You know how easy it is to see your analytics on Instagram if you have a professional account. Also just click on it to see everything. How many people you got from your reels, how many this you got from this, how many that you got from that, who have viewed your page, but it's already showing you the amount of reach you've had for the past how many weeks, how many months, all of those things makes Instagram just kind of overlook. So let's get on to the whole setup process, right? The first thing we talked about was that we have to talk about the mechanism, right? Instagram mechanism, the outlook of the particular platform. So for Instagram, you create an account using, of course, your email, or you can even use Facebook, right? So that's how you create the account. Then the next thing you have to look out for is the username. You have to strategically review that username. So many times, let's say Agnes now starts selling jewelries, right? And she just comes and names her business Agnes. Maybe she now change the S to a Z, Agnes Empire. You know, that doesn't really give me an idea of what the business is about, right? My suggestion usually when it comes to username is, in case maybe if Agnes has gone on to register a business and of course she can't change the name, we just have to add a prefix or a suffix to that name. And what that means is that you can say Agnes underscore jewelries, right? Or jewelries by AGN, right? Or all of those suffixes that suggest, for some people, it can be John Designs, right? Of course, that's already speaking to people that will join as a designer. It can be outfit by Favor or by Faves, right? Outfit by Esther, right? So all of those things gives people that clue that, oh, this is what the business is about. And also, it's also strategic for search, right? Strategic for search in the sense that it helps you come up when people search. I'll do an example now. I try you can all see my screen. So let's see. Let me go to Instagram.com. So let's say I want to print. I want to do a printing stuff. I want to do a printing job, right? And I come to search here. Of course, the same thing we apply on your phone. And I type print, P-R-I-N-T. Now, let me say I'm in Lagos. But before we do the Lagos, let's do this one. So you can see that everybody that is coming up in search has print in their name in some way. You see this one, print place hub. This is username, which we are talking about, right? And this one is name. There's username, there's name. If you click on your Instagram profile, you click on edit, you see that there are two things. Username doesn't usually have space. You can't have the space there. And the name, you can put a space and all of those things, right? So you see, this is the username, print place ng, and then you can see the name, print hub in Lagos, right? So you can see that almost everybody that is here, that is showing up here as a result, right? That the platform is suggesting to me that, oh, you can buy from this person, you can contact this person, reach this person. They have that keyword print. That's why I'm making that suggestion that if you are into, you make food, you can say, Airtel's cuisine, right? Or Airtel's eatery. You are giving that hint that, oh, this is what this person is doing here, right? And that also takes me to the second one, which is name. Second one here is name, right? Name here. So it's like this. So you have username. So we have the username, which we've talked about, that you can add a prefix, like that means the one in front of the name, just like we said, jewelries by Agnes, right? That's before. Then we can have the one after, maybe like Agnes jewelries or Agnes pieces, neck pieces, right? So something that gives that hint that, oh, this was the person. We have names like for food, we have cuisine, we have bakes, maybe Favor Bakes or Dorcas Bakes, something like that, right? We have things that give that hint that this is what this person's business is about, right? And what I'm trying to do here for the business, the username should be in line with your business, right? And of course, if it's a personal brand, just like myself, I'm digital facing. So it gives you a hint that, oh, this person is into by being into digital marketing, into media of some sort or something like that, right? You see other people that say something like Favor Socials, Dorcas Media, something like that. So giving people that hint, right? So that's for the username and the name. And I'm trying to hear why I brought us to Instagram here is to show us a hint of why we are using that thing. It's for search. This is some form of search engine or optimizing for search. You're optimizing your page for search. So it's basically you setting up your account so that when somebody come and type digital marketing or whatever, you can come up, because look at mine now. You can see I have digital marketer, branch trainer. This is my name. This is my name. This is username, digital face. Right? So you can see how I've kind of positioned some keywords in my name. So for some businesses, they can put some of the things they said. Let's say necklace, sunglasses, and whatever, right? So for some other people, it can be digital marketer in Ife, digital marketer in Oshogbo, or whatever location it is, right? There are some businesses that do a lot with their location. You can, let me also type, let's say I'm in Ife now and I want to buy, sometimes I don't want to go and buy all the way from Lagos or all the way from wherever. I want to buy in Ife because I don't want to pay delivery fee. So let me say shoes in Ife. Somebody can come and search with this now, right? Can you see wigs and shoes in Ile-Ife or Osun State? Flat shoes, heels, and da. Let's check. You see that there's some sort of Ile-Ife here. Can you see in Oshogbo and Ile-Ife? Let me come back to my search result. Here I can find shoes in Ife. So even if I do not put Ile-Ife, it picks out the Ife and it's bringing out everybody that has Ife in their username, in their name. This time, no username, but their name. Because he couldn't find anyone with it on username, brings everybody with it on name. So you can see, right? So that's why we are starting with this. So adjust the name, right, to give somebody an idea of what the business is about. And of course, the username rather, and then the name, right? Add those keywords that you know will work for you, for the business, or your prospects are likely going to search for when they need that thing you are selling, right? For flash drive, let me type flash drive. Yes, so you can see flash drive gadget accessories, flash drive _ iPhone, Android, flash drive Android. So you can see, right? This Charman is here because you can see flash drives, gadget accessories. You can see the flash drive shop. So a lot of things is making this one top the list, right? So I hope that's clear. Everybody, please give me a thumbs up if you are still on the same page or you've gone to make a battle to it. Thumbs up if you're on the same page. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I didn't care. Only I didn't care about like his favor. Okay, awesome. 5, 6, or awesome. 7. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool, cool. All right. So you've talked about the username and then the name, right? Now the next thing is your logo, your profile picture. Right? For a business, there are a couple of things you can use, right? For your business, you can use a logo, your business logo, and it's also fine if you use one of your product pictures. Because sometimes people already start making decisions from when you come out from that search results, right? For instance, if somebody wants to buy hair, let me also escape. Let's go back here. If somebody comes here now and wants to buy hair, let me type hair in Lagos. Lagos. You know, when people are searching like this, you know, all they can see is your picture and your whatever that is here. Someone can see this exact one and say, this one, I like this kind of thing already, right? It's the person might have started making decisions from here. And because of these things, he or she is, did I say he or she? Let's stay with she. Whatever, if she or he or, so let's assume she has seen this and she's like, I love this. The person is going here, right? So it's not bad if you use one of your product picture. It's also not bad if you use your logo. So whichever works for you is fine, right? Whichever sits well with you is fine. Okay, so you can do that. But if it's a personal brand, just like me, myself here, I'm using a picture of myself. That's because increase. So I'm using a personal picture of myself, right? As my profile picture. So if you have personal brands, it's advisable to use a picture of yourself. But if you're a business, you can use your business logo and then a picture of your product. And the good thing here is that this suggestion here is that you use the same thing across board, across all channels. So once you decide you're using a picture of your logo, your business, use the same thing across board. So people can easily pick. This is because I have a great smile. No, it's not. There are people that bone in their profile picture and it doesn't look bad, right? It still looks pretty okay as far. They still look professional enough because of course maybe that their business is about being professional and they are okay with it, right? So that can work. So your profile picture, your personal picture is advisable, right? For your personal brand. For your business, we said logo or one of your products, right? So that's for your business logo. The next thing is, let me expand this again. If you run a business and you want to share personal things, then create a personal account. That's one of the things I always quickly want to tell, right? That please, when we come to your business, right? Let's know that this business is a business, and let's know it's a personal account. And what I mean by saying that is because there are some people that want to talk about their family, talk about other things, this, that. Create a personal page or create a business page separate and stay with your personal page, right? Some people want to easily convert their business page, their personal page into their business page. It's fine, but if you are deciding that you are converting, then convert fully, right? Convert fully in the sense that let's be talking about your business. I'm also not saying that your face should no longer be on your page. That's not the point. I'm saying if your face is on your page, that's a bit that you're advertising your business, you're talking about your business, you're trying to build thought leadership, or you're just trying to do something that has to do with growing the business, right? Not that you're on your page, you're talking about something totally different, totally out of it. I'm not talking about as a UGC content creator where you can do get ready with church and other stuff. No, but I want to believe you all understand what I'm trying to say, right? Where your personal stuff have covered what the business is about. No, right? You're selling maybe outfits. Let's see a lot of outfits on the page too, right? That is talking about, you can be you holding it and snapping and talking about it while you're talking of something else. That's fine. It's indirect marketing. It's okay, right? But let's know that it's you. We are not just seeing you because you want us to see you, right? So that's my point there. So if you know you want to do personal stuff, create personal page, and stay personal G. And when you are doing business page, stay with your business, right? I understand that there are businesses that require, because of the trust level that people need to get to be able to give you that amount of money, you need to see your face a lot. That's why I said that yes, it's fine. You can do your put your face and show other things. But I'm also saying let's also be clear when we come to the page, we know that oh, this person is into this and this, right? So that's the point there. Then creating your bio. Bio is the other guy that I have under my own account, right? That tells people about. So bio is what tells people about why they're on your page. So why are we here, right? And the hint there is that you should try and keep it. Tell people what they are about to get in your by following you or by joining your page, and then what they should expect as they follow you. And because of the limits in the character that you can add on, put up on your bio, you have to be concise and you have to be direct. And one of the things I used to do is I also add call to actions. And this is what I mean. Taking you to my page now. So for instance, let me not use my page. I've done a lot of adjustments here. Let me try and use the business. Let's search for BUBBLES. Awesome. So this says we provide delicious cooking to your satisfaction. Then we listed some of the things that brand sells. African dish, a short and satisfied 5-star rated, and then we said for private or event catering, click here. So you can see the call to action. So click here. What else? Which other business can I pick up? So basically, what you should be doing is why are you here? One of the simple examples I give is say we are a whatever that does whatever with whatever. Need a quote or need more details, or for more details or to order, click, then you point them to the link, right? You add a link, right? Now, that's for businesses. It can be we help you or we provide this. I think the flash drive. We provide this, we produce this. Okay, no, it doesn't go that, right? So a good place to start is by going in that direction. For me, the former one on my page was I help businesses increase their income using effective social media marketing strategy. Then I say, need to work with me or work with me, and then I click here, right? Or you want result, I think it's want result. I think I also have, okay, I didn't have that here. But then I said want result, click, then I pointed to you, right? So that's kind of a simple way to start. Then with time, just the way me I've evolved and how my bio looks like now, right? But then that was exactly what I was doing. That's a good place to start. Even if you are doing for a business, you're trying to audit a business's audit a page for a business owner is a good place to start, right? We do XYZ, we provide this, we help this. For like an Agnes, like I say, we help women discover their whatever via trainings that thereby empower, or we empower women with soft skills and blah 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 blah. So you see, we do this, we help, we support, we provide, we produce, we manufacture. You get all of those things can be a good place to start, right? And then you add some of these extra keywords around this, and this, right? I hope that is making sense. So having said that, that is for the bio side of things, right? And please, any questions so far? Let me allow us take a breather, because I know I've been flying. Are we all on the same page? tell myself. Is what did you hear last? Hello? Somebody should tell me what he or she got
Hello,
last.
sir. We can hear you last. It was before you moved to this slide. That's when I heard you last, though.
When you were
Okay.
asking if we had questions.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so I said we now say are we on the same page? That was the last thing, yes. So I said we are moving to Linktree, right? Some years back, Instagram only allowed us to put one link, right? And that was when everybody started looking for ways to look for a link that can help you contain more than one link, right? And that was where we discovered things like Linktree, a lot of them. Linktree is just the one that came to my head now. There's one MailChimp, no, not MailChimp, not MailChimp. That is MailChimp, something like that, or Make something. I can't remember their names, but there are a couple of them back then, right? But some of us, there's InstaBio, there's InstaBio.cc, a lot of them like that. But so we just found Linktree to be really simple and easy to use. Of course, also free. So a lot of us stick with that. So it's something you can also adopt, and I'm going to show how to create that. So Linktree is basically a platform that allows you that gives you a link and allows you to embed other links underneath it. Now, let me first open my Linktree and let you see what it looks like. This is mine here. So I'll click on this, open a new tab, and I open that tab. Let's see what this Linktree looks like right about now. So this is what the Linktree looks like, right? Become a pro Canva designer. Yes, I used to have students who used to tell me that, I want you to design on Canva like you, blah, 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 blah. And I know I can't get to teach it like from scratch, right? And I found a course where somebody had already taught it and he did a pretty good job of taking people from beginner level to a fairly good levels, right? Before you then become a pro, of course, but it lifts you away from being a beginner. I think it sells the course for, it's selling for 5K, but I heard recently increased it to 8K. But I know it's a good resource. So I then added the link here that people can come and click here. You tell me, what do you have to use Canva very well, like a pro, da 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 da. So just go to my bio. I have somebody's course that has done justice. Instead of me redoing, because that's a lot of resource and time. And I may not be able to do that. So I said, come here and see that. The same thing happens to videography. Most people take good videos, edit using your smartphone, using your phone. I embedded that under here. So once you click on this, it takes you to the person's seller account where you buy the course. The same thing here, it takes you to the person's seller account where you buy the course. And then sign up for our social media marketing course. So I train people sometimes, right? So when somebody clicks here, it brings right into my WhatsApp. And if I'm available to do training, I'll say, yes, I'm available. Let's have conversation. If I'm not, I'll say, sorry. My class is over. I'm not available to teach right now. But say, I can share you some old resources maybe just to keep you busy for the time being, right? And another one too is how to use social media for business, a free recap. So remember I was talking in class one time where I said I've done a training in the past where I taught people how to manage their pages for free. So I have that in the Telegram group. You know Telegram, once you join, you can always see the past messages. So I put that link to that Telegram page. I have it embedded under it. So if you click on this, it takes you to the Telegram page. Chat with us on WhatsApp. Okay, I'll change this to chat with me on WhatsApp. And what this does is it takes you straight to my WhatsApp account, right? And you can chat with me. So that's what all of this link is about, right? And of course, like I said, it allows you to embed links under all of these buttons. If you are moving everything, you know it's a button, right? So click on anyone, it takes you to the result I just explained. Now, how do you now create something like this? Very simple. It's like for me, I use Linktree. So let's go to linktree.com. So you just type link LIA. Is actually Linktree, but let me just Google search Linktree in case somebody doesn't get it. Let's say Linktree and you say enter. Right? So this is Linktree. linktr.ee. Right? This is it here. So you click on it. So if you don't have an account, you have to sign up. If you have an account, you log in. For me, I already have an account, but if you want to sign up, you can sign up I think you can sign up with Google, right? So sign up is free. Once you click on it, it tells you to sign up. It can allow you, I think it can allow you to sign up with Google. But let me click on sign up for free. Let's see where that takes us to. Okay, ask you to register. Oh, it's taking me because I already have an account, like I said. So he didn't even ask me to sign up, he just signed me in, right? So this was account for who? For the flash drive shop. Oh, okay. So let's go and see what the flash drive shop has underneath it. This is it. Yes. Let's see what the flash drive shop has under it so that you will now be able to compare both. Let me click this and open link in new tab. All right, awesome. So we have how to use the Y disk or 4-in-1 flash drive. So there's this flash drive that works for iPhone, Type-C, Android, and then your laptop, right? And a lot of people keep asking, just the way we had in class the other day, where people say, I'll tell you that you can create the content based on people's questions over time, right? So people always ask, how do I use it? I can't do this. I don't understand. This is not working. So I just send them this link and say, oh, go to my link, you see how to use video that I've done. So you click on it, you see how it works. Oh, okay. Then they come here and click it. And it saves me having to explain to everybody. Imagine having to explain to everybody every time. So I just made a video and always send people there and they have concerns. Now at the back end, this is the whatever, right? This is the link tree. If you click on add link, if you click like this, add a new link, you add the URL where you want to send people to. Right? A URL is where you send. So in that case of that video, I put the URL of the Google Drive. So I have this video in the Google Drive. So I put the link here and then I added it, right? So let's say in this case, you want to put a link called, let me say, Emeka, right? So I can say add. By the time I say add, it will tell me, say add. You see, you have, I'll still delete it though. A second. All right, so we are all on the same page, right? Right, so we have emeka.com here, right, as the URL. This is the URL, but I can change the name. So you see, look here, you see the emeka.com is here. But that's not what I want it to say. I don't want to say emeka.com, I want to say something else. Like as to what will people see. So I want them to say, check out Emeka store. See, check out Emeka store. All right, bam. So you see that's what will be here. If I go to that our link tree here and refresh it, you see it's going to show. It's not here now, but you see it's going to show. Can you see? Check out the Maker store. Right? So it's basically you embed the link and you give it the name you want it to look like. Right? So, but of course, I'm not adding this, so I have to let me delete this. Let me delete this. Delete. And the good thing is you can see some form of analytics. So the shop now button, this is shop now button, this one here, inside this picture. 14 people have clicked on it at some point, right? How to use the Y disk. 12 people have clicked on it. Download file manager for Android. So some people want to use the flash drive on an Android device. Maybe not this one, or the other flash drive too that is being sold on the platform. And maybe the person doesn't have the app to go with it. I've embedded the app. I put the app here. Just like I said, people keep asking for something. You should save it somewhere. So everybody keep asking for this file. I want to use an Android phone. My phone doesn't have a file manager. I'm not telling them, oh, click download file manager for Android. And they come here and click it. So we have 4 people click it. To fix 4-in-1 or why this flash drive, if it's having issues, we have 7 people click on it. Get a quote. It is also them sending me a WhatsApp message. Under 11 people have clicked it. 11 people have clicked on it, right? So you can see all of those features. And you can move these things around. So I can decide that I want everything that has to do with Y disk. I want it on top. So I want it under. So let me say I can move this one here. See, if I move it to change here. So let me go and refresh. You're going to see, you're going to watch it change. I hope it does. Yes, you can see the download is now up. How to use why this is now up here, here, and here, right? So you see it changed. You can move it around. So that's basically what you can do on Y disk. You can now play around later on the appearance, blah, 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 and all of the other things. Well, this is the major thing you get to use it for, right? I hope that is clear. Sound not clear. Please, is anybody agree with Ladipo that my sound is not clear? Please, somebody should confirm.
The sound
My sound
is
is now
clear.
back.
Check your network.
Omotarani said it's very clear. Yeah. I just need other confirmation. Usually times like this, I don't always want to believe one person because it will be the person's network and he doesn't know that it's his or her network. But everybody's now making the same complaint, so that means it's from my end. Yeah, so you see, you might have to log out and log in. I'm very clear. Thank you for that affirmation. All right, so that takes me on to the next thing. Is everybody clear on this link tree? Is everybody clear on this link tree? Clear, right? I can move on. Yes, sir. Awesome. Awesome. So I can move on to the next thing now. All right, so moving on to the next thing now. Just start here. Sure, my screen is still sharing. All right, so we've talked about the links, right? So links is another thing to add, and then integration. Add integration, basically saying link your IG with your Facebook business page, business account. So this is also one of those places where I have to explain what a Facebook account is and what a Facebook page is, right? A Facebook account is you as Ladipo or Esther or Agnes. That's your personal Instagram, Facebook account. Now I'm talking about Facebook, right? Is your account. Then page, and now those pages you create underneath it. For instance, there's mine. It's not here. But let's see whose one is whose one I can share. Give me a second. Find. Oh no, this. Okay, let me just use this first. Right, so this is Facebook. This is the owner, Benjamin EDC. Right now, the pages underneath him are now here, pages. So you see all the pages, right? Create another one now. That's another page. Right, so those are the pages that will be under. That's page. He, as the owner of the account here, is the account, right? So now another way to explain this is that this is one of the reasons why I usually advise businesses not to create an account with, not to create a Facebook account with their name. What I mean by that is, so let's say, I think Agnes NG, I've forgotten the name, something men. Is it something men? Because I remember yesterday I was making one mistake. I was saying something for the men finally. Not knowing that it was a disguise, it was for women. Whose business name should I use like this now? Okay, so let's say we want to do a business for somebody has dropped something. No, you won't get this PDF. Sorry, you did. Listen in class. Of course, it's being recorded, so you can watch it later. All right, so let's say we are using what business name? FlyGrab. FlyGrab. Print. Okay, FlyGrab. Okay, awesome. If you are using FlyGrab, printing. See, that's why I said FlyGrab. It's about as what is it about? So it should be FlyGrab underscore print. FlyGrab underscore whatever. Right? So that should be the adjustments you do to that username on Instagram. That's just by the way. So let's say FlyGrab. You now want to open an Instagram, a Facebook account for FlyGrab. You now go and say name Fly, surname Grab. That account looks like going to have issues in the future. What I mean by that is that if something happens to that account, maybe somebody hacks it or it gets flagged for something, and you want to claim it and say, oh, it's mine. You have to present an ID card that is showing somebody's name, maybe an international passport or driver's license that is showing somebody's name as FlyGrab. And you know that doesn't exist. There is a high chance you will lose that account. Right? There's a high chance you'll lose it. So usually I tell people, if you are working, maybe trying to set up things for a CEO, you should tell the CEO, please give me your Facebook account, login details. You log in, you create a page under it. Right? If the person doesn't want to give you their password, you do it on their phone, you go and visit them, go to their office and do it on their phone. Okay, create this. Let's create it together. So you create a Facebook page under the account, which is what I just showed you now, right? You create a page under the account. This is very important. So, and then you now initiate the whole, conversion, right? When I mean conversion, I mean initiate the whole connection rather. That means you now give it you now connect it to the Instagram page and blah, 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 and all that, right? I hope that is clear. Let me check the chat. Print with FlyGrab. Oh, okay, awesome, that works. Are we clear on what I just said? Let me try and do one example. So, what is that? Okay, this is it. So I want to create, so this is the person's account, right? I want to create a page there. So I click on pages, create new profile or page. Is a page I want to create. So I'll click on that. And then it brings it up. I say, it's not a personal profile I want to create. It's a new public page I want to create. So I'll select public page. Then I'll go next, right? Then create a page to engage. I'll say get started. And then this is this, right? Then I will go on. Then I'll go on to give it a name, right? So what name would I give to this? So I'll give it PROMAGEFORCE, right? Category. Let me see if I can find consulting. Yep, let me do this. Bio, I don't have this right now, so I'll just leave that blank and then say create page. Awesome. Can you see? We've created all this, right? It's asking me for a couple of other things. I don't have a phone number and email to put right now, so I'll just jump that. Leave this at open as no hours available. Don't show any hour. So I'll say don't show any hour. Go next. So you ask me to add profile and all of these things. I don't have anyone to add right now. I can add those later. So I'll just say next. You ask me to add a WhatsApp account to it. I'll say skip. Invite people. No, I don't want to invite. I'll just go to next and say done, right? See, we've created a page, right? We've created a page under the account. So now I can now go on to connect this page to an Instagram account. Connect this page to an Instagram account. How do I do that? I just clicked on settings, right? So let's say, so I want to now assume that you just signed into the account, right? I know I just created this, but let me just assume this was already created by somebody. You did not just create it, right? So it's created, you just signed into the person's account and you came to home, just signed into somebody's account. Guys, I need our 200% attention here, right? It's something you'll be doing over and over again. So if you sign into the person's account, you can see this here. All you need to do is click on see more here. Once you click on see more, scroll down, you see pages. Click on pages. Click on pages. Yes. Once you click on pages, you should see the page you want to connect. So you click on it. So I'm clicking on this page. And then you have to switch into the page, right? You have to switch into the page. So you click on switch now, or you just click on any of these blurred out spaces. Click on it. You now say, you can't click on that. You have to switch into it. I'll switch so that I can take more actions. Then the next thing to do is to scroll down and click on linked account. Click on linked account. Once you click on linked account, it then takes you to see who do you want to connect. Instagram, click on view. If it's connected to an account, it will show you the account is connected to, but if it's not connected, it will show ask you to connect. So you click connect account. When you click on connect account, you then ask you for the login details of the account. Yes, you bring this, you say connect, allow, yes, confirm. And then it will ask you for the login details for the Instagram account. Then you put it and then you are connected. Right? So that is basically how that works. So once you click, you input the details, then you log in and it gives you access and it does the connection from here. Right? The other way to do the connection will be from your phone. I'm going to show that. I'm going to switch to that shortly. Let me switch to my phone so that I can show us that as well. Give me a second.
Recording in progress.
Sorry about that. Okay, let me stop sharing here. Give myself full access. Me. Give myself full access. Give me a second, guys. Net factory. Can you give my other device access? Just can't share anything. Guys, please give me a second. So yes, I'm still here. I'm trying to get access so I can share my screen. Okay, so this should be host. Yes. Then this should be. Okay, so I think I have the access here. Let me share my screen here. Awesome. You can also see my screen, right? Don't mind the cat. Just see my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Awesome. Let me stop raising my hand. I was using my hand before. Reaction. Yes. All right. So we're talking about the connection, right? I will say I showed you how to do it on your laptop, on Facebook. I want to show you how to do it from your phone or the person's account, right? So you can click here. From here now, you see edit profile. Scroll down, you see page. You can click on page. Now, because this one is connected, we are saying disconnect page, change or create page, and then not now, right? So because it's connected, as I see disconnect. Let me go and use an account that doesn't have a page. Let's use this guy. And then I will click on edit profile. Same edit profile we clicked on before. Not now. Then scroll down, you'll see page. Oh, there's actually a page here. There's a page here, you can disconnect, and then, but all things being equal, once you initiate the change or create, or you see if it's a new one, if it's one that doesn't have, you see it tell you to add, and then once you say add, you can now maybe sign into a Facebook account, and then to pick up the pages that are there and you connect. Right? So this where you can connect it from your phone, and I already showed how you can connect it from your laptop. Any questions? Any question from anybody? Yes, start with this. Any questions? I don't know how I with the cat as well. Right, so are we clear? You've seen how the connectivity works. The connection is like the last thing we are talking about today. So it's time for questions, everybody. Questions. Solomon, your mic is on. Are you saying something? Precious. Esther, please go on with your question.
Okay, my question is that my phone kind of like jet lagged around the time we were explaining the question, this stuff. So I wanted to ask a question. For the Instagram, if we want to create a new page, you showed us so when we click on that add new page, it's going to be as if it's creating a page, a business page, right?
Business page. Yes, just the way I created a page on Facebook, that's the same thing it's going to create. So it's going to create a page. Whether it's a business page or whatever, it's you that will determine that later. But it's going to create a page, yes. Is that clear? Esther, is that clear? Abi Dorcas.
Yes, sir, it is clear. Yes, sir.
Please, who else has a question? Oh, nobody else. So we are all good.
I just want to ask, how could we get the recording for this class after this meeting?
Shared in due time. It has to be
Okay.
downloaded and it will be shared in due time once all of this is done.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So no questions from anybody else? Okay. It's good and it's not good. It's good because okay. And then it's not good because okay.
You have questions, sir?
All right, please go.
All right, so I'm sorry, at some point the network had to log me out and everything, but I don't know if it was mentioned. For me, my Instagram account is still carrying my name. So let's say I'm sharing, and then I just see something like how do I put it? Okay, let's say my business name Majesty Designs, right? Then in trying to open the particular account, I had to fill in my name. So I see people that their names don't pop up at all. Like you cannot trace them to a particular person. You cannot trace this business to a particular person. So like I'm eager. How did they do that? Then I don't know if you had shared anything on Facebook profile, because I really want to maximize post on Facebook as much as it's wide range. I think most people, like, because of my bridal business, most people, like, I feel I can still see my clients from Facebook too. But I think I've been so comfortable with Instagram all these years. And even though I know that so much hasn't really come through Instagram, I know I'm at the building stage where if I have to put all the energy to it, I can get the desired result. So, but then I think for Facebook, it might not. I feel that maybe I can have the rush when it comes to Facebook. But I know that there is something about linking your Instagram page to your Facebook page and stuff like that. I know you mentioned something about that, but the network wasn't really so good. So I think I'll just go through the video again. But if you have not mentioned it, I think you can please shed more light on it. Thank you, sir.
Yes, from the last question you just asked, that was exactly what we just finished doing. I showed how to link it from of course, from your laptop, right? Accessing Facebook and connecting both. And I also I did the same thing from Instagram, right? So I did it from both sides, just in case one side is not working, you can do it from the other side. So just like you said, you might have to watch the video again to get clarity on that. Then the next thing is what else did you ask? You want to major on Facebook, or you want to be able to push stuff on Facebook? Yes, the connection will help you to be able to keep up with both.
Okay.
The thing about how people used to create their name and you can't trace it, that's very easy. So it's just to find out what you did wrongly. Because just to find out what we did wrongly, and maybe when we stay in class, we will check that out in person.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I think there's another hand. Please, who is going next? Ladipo. 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 Is that a mistake hand?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Is Ladipo, good afternoon. Please go on.
Hello?
Please go on. You muted yourself and you're muted yourself now.
Okay, can I speak on?
Yes, please.
Okay. I have an account for my son on Facebook. He is a model, a kid model. So I created a page some years back from my own Facebook handle. So it's not as if I created his page separately, it was under my page. So now my question is this, because while you were teaching, you said if you want to create a page, it should be from our Facebook handle. Because of if there's issues later, trying to get your account back, while providing your means of identification, it might not tally. So in you getting it back, it has to tally with your means of identification. Are you there, sir?
Yes, I am.
So now, hope you won't have issues later in the future because his Facebook page was created under my Facebook handle. So I just want a clarification on that, sir.
No, it won't have any issues. It's just the criteria there is that the page is created under an account. So you are the one
Yes,
handling
that
it.
counts, yes.
That's fine.
Yes.
The only concern
So
I was raising was
can I create
if
another handle for him that page will be
you
under? Or you say?
hold on, let me finish. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I said the only concern I was raising was if the business account is created, the business name is used to create an account, whereas the business is not a human being, right? And what that means, for instance, we are saying Ebenezer Events. So Ebenezer is now first name, Events is now second name. There's no way on earth that that's the second name and the second name. But in the
Yes.
context of your account, is a human being. Most likely we have a card, an ID card, a means of identification, international passport or voter's card later on in
Yes.
life.
Yes.
You can always bring proofs whenever there's an issue on the account that this is a proof, this is an actual name and username and whatever, right?
Okay.
And be confirmed, because the numbers on those identity cards can be put on the platform to confirm. So it can be confirmed from Facebook end that this is a human being.
Okay.
Yes, so that's it.
All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Precious, do you have a question, please? All right. I think Precious hand is up mistakenly. So she dropped the attendance in the group chat. I'll give us some time to fill it up, and then we'll call it a day. The attendance will be posted on. It will not be posted on the group. So if you are here now, please pick it up and fill up, and I'll give you some time to do that. Maybe the next 2 minutes. So at 12:05, I'll end the call. Thank you. Please, that somebody else had access to it so that we can be sure if
He's saying
recall it.
the site can't be reached.
I have access to it.
Confirm if you can access it. That we are
I
probably
can
not.
access it.
All right. So you have to click on your end.
Okay.
A lot of people, awesome. So Ladipo, yes, I have. Everybody has accessed it. Yesterday you should check. All right, I'll be ending the call right about now. So let me see if the recording has been stopped.